Let's get the chat up on stream. What's up, Pyro? Killer? Beige? Yep. Chaz. What's up, Darthly? Let's do this thing. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. I love this song. I love it. All right, we already have a caller, so we're gonna go ahead and get up days. We're gonna go in order of requesters, so whoever requests first gets first dibs on coming up. So we're gonna get up days, and then Madam, you're gonna be next. Thank you for your patience. Let's get up days real quick. Hello, how are you doing?
Yo, what's up, man? I don't know if you remember me, bro.
Nope. Are you over the age of 18?
Yes, sir.
All right. Which religion do you follow?
Well, yeah, that's how I was asking if you remember me, because I came up here and I told you you remember when I told you I was just like becoming more atheist, and my friend he was becoming more Christian.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit.
I just wanted to let you know how that went.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I told him, right, and you know, he got pissed. He got pissed.
Oh, we should crucify him then, obviously.
Yo,
that's the only logical end.
I don't know. Like, I haven't talked to him. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's rough, but that tends to happen. Again, you can join our Discord. There's a lot of people that are going through the same stuff. Get us some circles of social places you can go for safety and friends.
No, I might as well. I might just do that, bro.
Yeah, brother. All right, I'm gonna get on to the next guy, but I appreciate you updating us.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you too, man.
All right, have a good one. Chill, dude. I love him. Madam, let's get you up here. Marina. What's up, madam?
Hello, how are you?
Doing okay. Are you over the age of 18?
Okay, so you don't believe in any God?
Are you over the age of 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Which religion do you follow? And what year were you born?
I used to be a Christian, but I don't believe in any religion at the moment. Yeah, so, but I believe in something actually. I don't know, I was confused, but I think Um, I believe our true nature is consciousness. That's what I believe in. Like everything is just consciousness trying to express itself. So I
Okay.
don't believe. Actually, what I don't believe is there's someone in the sky. Yeah, that's what I don't believe. Or there's Satan out there. I don't believe that anymore.
Yeah.
But I used to. I grew up. I was saw that.
My first question is, why do you think that everything is conscious?
Because something must come from somewhere. Like we didn't just come here. No.
What's your first language?
I'm sorry, why did you ask that question?
I just double checking.
Okay, Swahili. My first language is Swahili.
Okay. So there's a little bit of language barrier. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So consciousness is in our brains. To say that you don't think that anything can come from nothing has nothing to do with consciousness. That's a universe argument, thought. Like, how could the universe be here if it didn't come from something? But consciousness, I'm specifically curious about. If you want to talk about the universe, we can. Why do you think the universe came from something?
Okay. I understand that consciousness is a state of being, and that's just how it happened. Because where did it come from? I mean, yes, there's no God. It's true, but where did we come from?
Why does it have to come from somewhere?
I don't know.
Could it have always existed?
From where?
As in, could it have always existed? Is that possible?
Okay, I also have a question for you. At what point did you feel like there's no God?
3 years ago.
What pushed you?
Lack of evidence.
Mhm.
All right. Well, you have yourself a good day, all right? Let's get Jacob in here. What's up, Jacob? I don't remember you. You over the age of 18?
What? Yeah, I am.
Okay. Which religion are you?
Deciding, I guess, but previously Christian.
Okay, deciding. So, like, you started
I
deconstructing.
guess still Christian. I mean, it's not like I, could label myself as something else yet.
Sure. Yeah. What you got? What's going on?
We talked a few times before, but like a long time ago.
Okay.
I like your beliefs a lot. What's it called? I have a friend named Daniel, and he's a lot smarter, like intellectually, than I am. So I talked to him about Christianity, all that stuff, because he is a Lutheran, I think. And he's read the Bible front to back like 50 times or something. Dude's crazy.
No, he hasn't.
I mean, I know him like personally. He has.
Okay.
He's like into computer science. I've seen his Bible. It's like crazy.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, he actually does mark in it. Hell yeah.
he marks in it. I've seen this all myself. He has like, those like notebooks that we bring to school when
Right,
we were
yeah.
younger. He has like 20 of them on his desk, just full of writings, like notes.
Hell yeah.
Dude's crazy. But yeah, I was talking to him, and I got on this topic, and I want to know what like you think about it. I know you're an atheist, but just your view on it, like just what you think about it. Because I was trying to like ask him about it. Basically, so people that are like basically unconscious to their own understanding, like people that have like mental disorders where they can't think for themselves, they feel basically no emotions. They don't really know what is reality and isn't reality. Like they're basically like what some people say is like just like a vegetable,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, how does that like how does that like play into Christianity or any belief at all if they're not conscious? Because I feel like every single belief in any religion, you need to be able to believe and I guess like what's the word? Say it with your mouth that you believe in this God. How can they say that or do anything or believe in any God if they consciously can't make any decisions? Or
Biblically, God knows your heart, so you don't have to. And in accordance with like biblical and religious and spiritual teachings, your heart is like where all your emotions and soul and stuff resides. So, in accordance with like biblical, God just understands what you would do or would have done, even if not capable.
huh. Okay, that's kind of weird. And then I had another question.
It is
This is like
nonsensical, yes.
but this is like the major one that I've been trying to crack for a long time. Okay, let's say like it's a predestination or predetermination type of question. Let's say God is all knowing, all powerful, all that type of stuff, knows past, present, future, all that kind of jazz, right? If he knows the future, I would assume that there is already a future that he knows. Not, I mean, let's go off Christians' beliefs, not written by him, but written by ourselves. It's kind of like we wrote the future, off of our free will. If that, how does it play into Christian beliefs? If there's a future that God knows, then we could assume that he knows who goes to heaven and hell.
I remember you now. You really like metaphysics.
Yeah. Wait, how do you know that?
Because
I don't know that.
everything you're asking, and I remember getting on to you for being way too obsessed with the metaphysics behind it. Remember,
Dude,
we
this
ended
is
the
like-
conversation because I was like, okay, dude, this is only metaphysics, no anything else.
Dude, this is like a question that's like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure it out. It's like it's always on my mind. It's like I can't figure out
Sure.
a concrete answer.
I'll
and
walk it
everybody's
through
giving me-
with you in a way that you come up with your own answer. How's that work? So let's do like 3 sentences, get the thought out.
me. Like give me 3 sentences.
Yeah, you like get it out, like get the point out really quick, and then we'll see if I can walk you through it. If I even know.
Okay. If God knows past, present, future, then he knows who goes to heaven and hell already. How does it play into Christian beliefs? If God knows you're going to hell, why even make you exist or put you on earth or let you basically walk a life? Why does he even interact with you and like let's say knock on your door like they say if he knows you're going to hell? Like
Mhm.
you know. All right,
Yeah,
I guess that's
so
2 sentences.
the apologetic for this is going to be you still have the free will whether he knows what ends up happening or not. So he may know that you're going to do this anyway, but he still has to allow you the opportunity to be able to do it. That's the apologetic for that. But it makes God not all loving because he just makes you to send you to hell.
Yeah. I feel like it's like eternal damnation.
Yeah, he's just making you to send you to hell. He's making you knowing that after he makes you, you're going to go to hell and be tortured for eternity, and he knows that's going to happen. So he's just creating you to fuck with you. But the apologetic would be the free will.
I asked my pastor this, and I was like, if you had a kid, would you let him or her walk into fire knowing that it's their own choice, and or would you try to stop them? And it was
Right.
like, oh no, like I would never let them walk into fire. I was like, okay, well, why does God basically do that? Like, I know it's our
Mhm.
free will, but isn't it just like walking into fire?
Yep. You just answered it yourself.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's it. I
Well-
just saw you on the live, and I was like, I'll just ask you this question again.
Yeah, brother. I appreciate you hopping up as always. You have yourself a good day, all right?
You as well. Peace out.
Let's get Jake in here. What's up, Jake?
What's up?
Hey, man, you over the age of 18?
Yeah,
All right. Which religion do you follow?
I'm a Christian. I think I can sway your mind.
Heck yeah, bring it.
When I usually talk to, when I meet people who are atheists and they try to argue their point, what I usually say is like, if who created the universe then?
You're over the age of 18, right?
Yeah,
What year were you born?
99.
Okay. Yeah, we're not saying anyone created it. Why do you think someone needed to have created it?
Here's the reason that I think God created the world. If he said it, there is actual evidence that there was someone with that name. Have you seen the Shroud of Turin?
Uh-huh.
You seen it?
Okay. Pause. The Shroud of Turin was dated to 1300 CE, which is over 1,000 years after Jesus, so it wasn't Jesus or evidence of Jesus at all. But going back to the universe, you said there's evidence of someone making it or a name or something nonsensical. You want to elaborate on that?
Oh. I mean, let me explain. So, in Genesis chapter 1, like the Big Bang Theory, right? What caused that? Who caused that to happen?
See, asking a who is doesn't make very much sense because we have no.
Jesus caused that God caused that to happen.
You are right. You know what? You're correct. I hope that you have yourself a good day, okay? I appreciate you hopping up in here, okay?
All right, you too.
All right, have a
man.
good one. Let's get you up here, Jaden. And then we're going to get a mic up in here.
What's good, my friend?
Hey, brother. Mike, Mickety, Mike. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Doing all right, brother. You over the age of 18?
I'm 53 and a half, buddy.
Woohoo! Almost 54.
I'm creeping.
Almost halfway. Which
Yeah,
religion are you,
halfway.
brother?
Christian.
Okay, what you got for me today? Why should I be a Christian?
Because without God, there's no explanation for our existence.
Why do you say that?
Life as we see it. Well, I'll get to it. Life as we see it reflects what's written in the Bible, and we're keeping time since the birth of Jesus. There's a bunch of different reasons. The main reason I call in and do these shows is because I disprove evolution. Can you hear me?
You know what? I'd like to see him try and disprove evolution. Disprove evolution for us.
Evan!
I can actually
Evan!
have you
Yeah, this is when we need Evan. This is when we need Evan.
well, hang on. I could actually have you disprove it for me.
Yeah?
You want to disprove it for me?
What is
hey,
evolution,
bro, you're
brother?
the one saying that you could disprove it.
Okay, so I'll disprove it, and then I'll have you disprove it.
Brother, what is evolution?
Okay. Evolution is a man-made story that claims all life evolved from a single cell.
I asked you what evolution is. What is the process of evolution?
Well, that's my point. There is no process.
Okay, I'll answer it for you. It's in the change of allele frequencies over generations. So that literally means You having a baby and them having a baby and them having a baby over generations causes small little changes in genes, which is an allele, it's in a gene, which literally by definition is evolution. So you having a baby is evolution. Congratulations, it's fact.
Okay, awesome. In your own definition, you assumed an already existing baby. You didn't evolve it. You assumed an already existing baby, then talked about the change
Nope.
within it. Yes, you did.
Nope.
You didn't assume a baby. You just said it in your own definition. You
Having
assumed
a
an already
child,
existing person.
reproduction is
Yes.
evolution.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. This
So again,
reproduction
the
is not evolution.
definition of evolution is change in
Reproduction.
allele frequency over generations. Allele is
Okay.
genes. So change in a
Okay.
genes over
Change in a
generations.
generation
Yeah.
of already existing people, right?
Yeah. You want to talk about abiogenesis? I don't know too much about that to go into that.
Well, abiogenesis isn't real either.
You believe in it.
So hang on. So
Wait, you believe in
a sperm and
abiogenesis
egg-
though?
Huh?
You believe in abiogenesis.
Well, no, I believe we were created as is by God. And
No, you
proof of
don't.
a fact. Show. Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't. You believe in Genesis where it says you're made from dirt, which is a non-living inorganic material. You believe in abiogenesis. So
okay.
anyways, you were talking about what with the sperm?
All right. So I mean, there's multiple different ways I disprove evolution. So a human sperm and a human egg contains everything necessary to form an entire person from head to toe.
Yeah,
Right,
thank
we
you,
agree on that?
evolution.
A sperm and an egg comes from an already existing man and woman.
Yeah, you're trying to like go back to
evolution were-
abiogenesis, brother. Evolution and
no,
abiogenesis
well,
are two
I
different
mean,
things.
well,
You're trying to like
if-
get to
if-
your point is trying to go back to what was the very first thing ever because I'm
You gotta
presupposing
let
a
me finish.
baby.
You gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish.
Am I wrong?
You gotta let me finish. your
Am I
point,
wrong?
If evolution, well, hang on a second. You gotta let me
I'm
finish your
trying
point. You
to
cut me
make
off.
sure that we're not doing a category error here. Are you talking about abiogenesis or are you talking about evolution? Evolution
I'm gonna
has
give
nothing to
you-
do with the very first life form.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna give
Cody,
you
just
the
real
start
quick,
point for evolution. Well, hang on. The start point for evolution is a single-celled organism. So I'm going to give you the cell free of any explanation, any scientific explanation. I'm going to give you an already existing cell, free of any, and you don't even have to explain. I'm going to give you a cell just to have you demonstrate that you cannot do a damn thing with it.
I don't need to.
You do need to.
No, I don't.
So if you let me finish my point, well, hang on. If you let me finish my point, a sperm and egg coming together forms an entire person from head to toe.
Mike, you've never
So,
dealt with
in
someone
other
like
words-
me. So for a second, you're going to shut the fuck up because you're acting like a big boy, but you're not. You're a little boy in a corner right now. And now I'm going to make you my bitch boy. So what you're going to do is provide me an explanation and as to how God created people, because that's your positive claim that is not proven. Our evidence for evolution is fossils, DNA, and embryology, and many other things, which we have mountains of. So if you want to prove that stuff false, demonstrate a better explanation for your burden to prove that a god, a unicorn, a magical fairy shitting bitch created all humans. I would love that explanation. Best of luck. I will go quiet.
Yeah, also, Cody, just real quick, I'm gonna go in teacup real quick, and TikTok's been disconnecting me whenever I go on that, so if I get disconnected, that's why. I'll come right back up.
Copy. Tag, you're it, Mike.
Hello?
Tag. Hello.
Yes. Am I on?
Yeah, it's your turn to demonstrate your burden of proof of God. I'm going to act like I'm the most ignorant dumbass on earth. I have no justification to believe anything on planet Earth. You need to make me and change my mind to believe in a God. So how did God make people and how do you know this?
Well, you gotta let me speak for you. Gotta. Let
I
me finish.
apologize, Mike. You've never dealt with someone like me. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't give a fuck about respecting you. What's on the table right now is you're saying a unicorn made people. I would love a demonstration for that. You can stop whining like a baby about me cutting you off and just fucking provide the evidence. If you want to go to someone that gives a fuck about your feelings, get the fuck off of my live.
Okay, so don't have a debate if you're not gonna.
Oh,
let
go
people-
cry more. This is what you sound like. I didn't fucking ask about your feelings. As I said, you haven't debated someone like me. I don't give a shit about your feelings. You have a burden to prove. Prove it. Frog, let's get you in here, man. We'll get Dayton or Jaden up once he's back. What's up, frogs? I think that was an accident. think that was an accident. Let's get John in here.
Yellow.
What's up, John? How you doing?
What's up, man? Pretty good. How about you?
Doing all right, brother. You over the age of 18?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Which religion are you?
I actually believe that we were created in a simulation.
Very interesting. All right, let's hear it, brother.
So I would argue that there's no proof that we weren't, and there is some proof that we could make that in the future.
Yeah, what evidence is that?
Well, we were able to link brain matter to a computer and
Mhm.
give it the body of a butterfly, and it was able to basically live that life in there.
Yep.
And then, we are just unlocking quantum computers, and that quantum AI that was just developed in China could definitely expedite this process tenfold to make pretty much this exact world we're living in, and then that world can make the same thing.
So, fun fact, there's not enough energy in the universe or cosmos to be able to simulate this life. Did you know that? It was actually, the simulation theory was 100% debunked a couple months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's not enough energy in the universe to be able to make that even possible. So, it's not true at all.
What about a simulated universe where we're only able to, have you heard of like block culling in Minecraft?
What?
So block culling is where you only see what is in front of you. So everything behind that isn't able to be seen. Basically saving energy by having the only viewers see what is actually in front of them.
Yeah,
Why
so
would I believe that?
Well, what you're arguing here is basically that we can only see things from a certain point of view, and then everything else behind us just goes blank. It disappears, and that's how we save energy. The problem with that is right now I can look behind me, and the wall's still right there. I could walk away. The wall's still right there.
Yes, but every time you look at it, that's when it appears.
What the fuck?
What?
A wall is objective,
So-
bro.
100% a wall is objective.
Therefore,
but
it's
the
not
only-
just there when you perceive it. It's always
Only when
there
you can-
with or without a mind perceiving it. That's the definition of objective. You just debunked yourself. That's a contradiction. No.
Yeah, but you can't perceive objective things without perceiving them, right?
What?
My brother and Odin. Objective things exist with or without a mind. Subjective things exist only in the mind. Unicorns, gods, and simulation theory exist only in the mind. They are subjective ideas. They are concepts. Objective reality
Yes, but
doesn't
we
give a
can only
fuck about your
create those
concepts.
concepts with our mind. Can we not?
Yeah, they're subjective. Reality is not subjective, it's objective. It exists without our fucking mind. Even if it's just rocks on this planet, the planet still exists. It's not dependent on a mind for its existence. It is object. You don't know the definition of objective.
Gotcha. I don't know if this correlates at all, but what about
Correlation
when
is not
particles
causation.
have- No, I gotcha. But when particles are viewed versus when they're not viewed, they act completely different.
False. You're talking about wave
Pretty
theory
sure.
in accordance
Yeah,
with
wave
the
theory.
double slit experiment. No, that's not what it's saying. It's saying that the best explanation for being able to conceptualize it is to look at it as if it's a wave, because it's the best way to be able to conceptualize it. No. What we're actually learning from that is that instead of it working in a very predictable sense, we now have a probability area of landing. It's not that it just
Gotcha.
fucking magically appears out of thin fucking air. Is that there's a probability analysis that we need to take into account now because there's multiple locations it can land in because we don't have the tools or the knowledge yet to understand completely how they work. So the best way for us to understand them is through a probability data.
Gotcha.
Quantum will never
Do
prove
you
any
know-
of this stuff. Like
Gotcha.
supernatural, I
Do
mean.
you know where that article was that disproved?
Let me look it up. It came out a couple of months ago.
Gotcha.
I want to say it was Oxford. I get the majority of my studies from Oxford. I don't know why Oxford does so many
Gotcha.
studies.
It's because Oxford loves to debunk people with some interesting beliefs.
Let me go to Google Scholar for this one. I'm not finding.
Well, before you debunk it, I just want to say I appreciate you for debunking it.
Sure.
I love learning new shit.
All right, let's see. 2025 University of British Columbia, Okanagan mathematically demonstrated that the universe cannot be a computer simulation. The work was led by Dr. Murph Feisel with collaborators Lawrence Krauss, Arshid Shabir, and Francesco Marino, and published in the Journal of Holography Applications in Physics. The core findings were reality requires non-algorithm understanding, which no computer, no matter how powerful, could ever simulate. It's literally not even possible. So that in and of itself debunks it, because any simulation must be fully algorithmic, but the universe contains non-algorithmic truths. Therefore, no simulation can reproduce the universe's laws. Therefore, we cannot be inside a simulation. That's a logically sound argument. So it's 100% debunked.
Yeah, not
Can you
only
continue?
that.
Oh, did you
the
want it?
chances of Yeah, not only that, for us to be in a simulation, which would be the assumption that something else is making us and allowing us to see, with any programmer, no matter how good a programmer is, there's always going to be some form of flaws. There is no flaws. But there would be some kind of miscoded moment within the program, but we don't ever see those.
Yeah, I mean, my problem is I don't really 100% fully believe in, anything, but that's just,
Just be an
my
atheist,
so
brother.
far. Oh no, I'm agnostic 100%.
Ah.
Do you
Wait,
believe in a
what?
God at all?
I don't think I just really don't think it can be proven that there isn't one. I don't think it can be proven that there is one right now. Eventually,
Agnostic
I think it
atheist.
will be
There you
proven
go.
there
Yeah.
isn't one. Yeah, exactly.
I'm more Gnostic. Sometimes Gnostic, sometimes agnostic.
I'm
Yeah,
an
depends.
agnostic atheist.
All right. Well, is that what you had for us today?
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You as well, brother. That was pretty good. That was a good guest. He listened. He heard the evidence, accepted the evidence, and he's going to go study the evidence. I'm sure he'll come back in a day or two with counter arguments, hopefully, and that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be dope. Okay. I've got one dude that I would. Okay. Fuck. Nope. I don't trust you because of your name. You've been here before, so we're gonna get Dan up first. So we're gonna get Dan, and then we're gonna get Ego. But I'm gonna let you deal with Ego because I just am not in the mood for. The last I remember it being rough. So
Oh God.
Dan
How dare
first.
you leave this on me?
Oh yeah, we gotta put your feet to the fire a little bit.
Oh, trust me, my feet have already been in that fire with dealing with P Mars, bro.
Oh, you got to experience PMARS?
Oh my God, dude. Listen.
Yes.
Oh my God. Listen, so look, I got on his live, right? He said the Bible doesn't endorse slavery. I bring up Leviticus 25, 44 through 46, and he
Yeah.
says that Leviticus 25 does not state that I read it to him, then I get kicked. And then he calls me a slave before I get kicked. And I'm black, white, and Puerto Rican also.
Ooh!
He was calling and he was calling everybody else in that live a slave too. And then he ended up ending the live because everybody in his comments were bullying him and making fun of him.
I would argue he's not even as bad as Darth Dawkins. What's up, Dan?
What's going on?
Hey, man, you over the age of 18?
Yes, sir.
Do you happen to
Alright,
have
let me ask
headphones
you
or
a
something?
question. What'd you say?
Do you happen to have headphones or something to sound? Oh,
I
test,
do not
test,
at
test,
the
test.
moment.
No, we're good. We're good. All right. Which religion are you?
I am Jewish.
Okay, cool. What you got for us? Why should I believe in your God?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me ask you a question. What is the explanation of the universe of this world?
Shit, I don't know. Why should I believe God did it?
Is there
Burden shifting don't work on my page, fool. Sorry.
do you think is there an explanation?
Oh shit,
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
should've-
I don't know, bruh. Demonstrate why I
Let me
should
ask
believe
you-
God did it. Don't shift the burden,
Let me ask-
motherfucker.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe the headphones you're wearing right now was do you believe the headphones you're wearing right now in your ears?
Gang.
Let me
That's
let me
from the
prove
sky.
to you God exists. By the way, can you prove God doesn't exist?
Yeah, bro, just prove God exists. Tell us why we should believe in a God. That's all we need to know. Don't try and say all this other stuff. Just answer that.
All right. You believe that water bottle that you just picked up and drank, that it fell from the sky?
I don't
It
know.
Could have been.
Did God
that-
make it?
You don't know. I'm asking you, could
No,
it
I
have
don't
fallen
know.
from the sky?
I don't
No,
know.
there,
Did
there
God
had
make
to be
it?
someone that created it, right?
Oh, cool. Why should I
Every
believe God created
creation
it?
has every creation has a creator to it, right?
A person made this, not God.
You know what? Evidence. I'm a bite. First of all, the universe is more than likely. There's only a few cosmologists. I can't fucking say the word that disagree with the universe being eternal. So the universe, in fact, does not need a creator since it is more than likely eternal. And on top of that, energy can't be destroyed. And this goes for matter too. Can't be destroyed, created, or made. So
You got a
but
response?
anyhow, prove that God did it.
Good boy.
All right, pal.
Dan, we can't hear you if you're off of the app.
Yeah.
If you keep teacupping, I'm gonna have to swap over to the next guest who is waiting patiently. All right, thanks for the response. Ego, let's get you in here, brother.
Oh, he literally just got back.
Oh man, that sucks.
Hi, hello for the. I don't know,
All right, brother.
record.
What was our conversations about?
I can't remember. It was me kind of asking stupid questions. I'll be honest. I'll be honest about that part.
Okay, which religion are
I
you?
want your opinion, like, Islam.
All right, what you got?
So, why did you stop believing in God? Like, what?
Specifically, no justification to believe in Jesus, and I had to deconstruct from Christianity if Jesus is not the Messiah. So that's why I deconstructed from Christianity.
What about? Did you ever try out, like, researching Islam and stuff?
Oh, your God's impossible. It's literally not physically
What do you-
possible because your God exists outside of time and has causal relation, which is not possible. It's a contradiction, making it untrue and not possible. You'd have to use a special pleading fallacy to get around that.
It's not possible by logic, but
Right.
religion.
Oh,
isn't
your
about
God is
logic.
illogical. Awesome. I'm glad you agree that your God is illogical. Are we good to move on to the next guest now? Do you concede that you're just illogical? Sweet.
Okay, but
you have
what
a good
would
day.
you lose if you believe?
Ahong, let's get you
Yeah.
in here.
If I'm not mistaken, Islam goes with the Quran, right?
Yes. Yeah, the Quran.
Yeah, so that's the one where the prophet apparently claims that the moon was split in half. Okay.
Yes, it was split in two
All right.
because there's so much evidence for that. I'm balding too,
Is the
bro.
guest there?
They're slowly loading. I'm gonna give them a couple more seconds.
They're in on my end.
It's got the loading spinny thingy.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna try to re-request up Hong. We're gonna go to I'm next. Balding. That's a shame, bro. That's a shame. That's a beautiful PFP though.
Yo, I'm not actually
Seriously?
balding, but
Holy crap, bro. You are like 2. You were born yesterday, my boy. I have it set to where you can't even watch this stream unless you're 18. Damn, bro. I'm about to call Child Protective Services on your parents or something. I don't know. Well, we filtered through all the Christians already. Every single person on planet Earth has deconstructed from the illogical belief in any god or deity of any sort. So if you still have some illogical belief in some sort of a deity, go ahead and request up. I'd love to get absolutely demolished by you. Please prove
you
that
know
I'm
what?
an idiot.
Ego's still talking in the chat. So you know what, Ego? I'll bite. Come back up. Oh, what's good, Zaz? Alright, Ego. So
first
you
bro, hold up. I have a question. Why are you such an asshole, bro?
Your mom.
Why shouldn't I be?
No, I was talking to you. You don't seem like an asshole so
Oh.
far. I haven't seen enough of you. I was talking to Evans.
Because it's funny.
I mean, why shouldn't he be?
I mean, why should he be?
Because it's funny. I mean, it really is. It is funny
No,
as
honestly,
fuck
it's
to
pretty
be
funny.
mean.
I love it. It's pretty funny. That's a good reason. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, what would you lose out of believing in God? It's not like he
So
restricts you from doing
Pascal's
anything major in your life.
wager.
Good shit, Jaden.
What?
Fucking Pascal's wager. Okay, you do understand that regardless if there is a god or not, that you probably sin every single day, and I'm sure as hell that you don't even repent or do anything within your religion, so you are guaranteed to go into whatever afterlife that they have, the bad variation of it. So regardless, it doesn't matter. And what do you got to
How
lose
did
in
you
not
know that
believing?
I've done bad things in life and I did not repent? What were you saying?
So you're gonna tell me that every little bad thing you've done, you sat there
Every
and
little
said,
thing's
"I
gonna be
repent, I
alright.
forgive."
No, of course not. I don't repent about every small thing. But there
Okay,
is
there we
certain
go.
things that you can say,
'Cause
and when you
every
do
little
pray,
thing
most of your small
is
sins
gonna
are
be
forgiven.
alright.
But some sins you have to get punished for. You have to get punished for
Ooh,
basically in
punish
the
me,
Arbitrage
daddy.
of Hell. It's called yo.
Yeah,
In
so
Arbitrage of
Pascal's
Hell,
wager,
Jahannam.
I just want to like fucking demolish this since we got an actual debater in request right now. Pascal's wager, if God is true, then you're going to heaven, I'm going to hell. If God is not true, you're not doing anything and I'm not doing anything. Therefore, it's smarter and more reasonable to accept the belief in a God. It's a false dichotomy fallacy. There are thousands of gods, therefore it is stupid, and you should use that wager on every single individual God claim, all of which contradict each other in their own ways. So, damn it, debater left. Fuck.
Did not understand a single word. Thank you very much. I'm gonna continue watching.
You didn't understand any of that?
No, not any of that, but most of it.
Okay, I'll break it
words,
down. You're good. I was using the lingo of Philbro douchery. So a false dichotomy is going to be there is only option A or option B when there actually exists C, D, E, F, G. So it's putting the person in a box of you have to choose this or this when that's not actually the case. You have multiple options.
That's a great way to put it. I didn't even thought about it that way. I just personally like to say, well, what do you got to lose? I mean, regardless, you're going to sin. You're imperfect.
For me, it is like this is the religion that I believe the most of out of all the religions.
Well,
and I
the
don't
Hindus
see
think that you're
anything,
going to
that
come
will
back as a
cause me
worm.
harm in being that religion. You know what I mean? Like I don't think anything will cause me harm just by being in a religion. So I have no reason to leave it.
Sure.
Stupidity is a harm.
To be religious necessarily is not bad or wrong in and of itself, but what causes the religion is indoctrination or ignorance on subjects, which is going to lead to massive issues. Like indoctrination means spreading a belief uncritically. So let's say you believe the Quran and Bible or Bible literally. People literally hear voices from God. People literally think it's okay to go sacrifice their son, Abraham, when God says so. People literally think it's okay to go slaughter nations, Canaanites, and that it's okay if God says so, even though God says it's wrong to murder. But they hear a voice in their head, and instead of going to a psychologist, they go and slaughter someone. I know someone personally that has done this. That is what is dangerous. Religion in and of itself is not, but what causes you to be religious is a lack of critical thinking and logical thinking.
Okay, but do you think every reason that causes someone to be religious is always harmful? Might be a bit of a dumb question, but
no, religion in and of itself is actually shown in the studies that I have seen from World Health Organization and Pew Research that you're happier. You have more community. But that doesn't make it true.
No, but I think it is mostly true. Like, I think I would have been much more miserable if I did not believe.
Sure, that just means you're weak-minded.
It's not about being weak-minded, but
yeah, it is. The reasoning you're happier in religion is because you have community. If you're incapable of developing a community with commonly shared interests as an atheist, you're just weak-minded and incapable of controlling your own situations in life.
It's not about community. I barely speak with other Muslim people. If anything, actually, I don't.
Okay,
really
so the
look
confirmation
at
bias and
religion
cognitive dissonance
anyway.
makes you happy, which we all have the same thing. I practice certain things that aren't literally real, but just because it makes me happy.
Yeah, you know, Ego, I have a question. Do you believe the moon was split in two?
I haven't really researched that. Is that said in the Quran?
Yes. You haven't read the Quran?
Yes. Wait,
not fully. I don't have it memorized. I've read it like once. I'm going to be honest. I have it memorized.
The Quran also says sperm comes from right next to the backbone. That's false.
Mm-hmm. And it also has their prophet marrying a 4-year-old, and then, if I'm not mistaken, concealing or something like that.
Aisha was 9.
I'll explain that part to you specifically because I've explained it a bunch of times. Okay. So first of all, if you believe her when she said she was 9, there's also another hadith where she says that at that time, the age of 9 was considered a woman. and that she was a woman at that time when Prophet Muhammad married.
Nope.
So if you, what
That's
do you mean
not
no?
true.
He married her at 4.
Biologically, not even true.
Yes, he did.
No.
Either way, you've got, how old was Muhammad?
I do not know.
30?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was a full-grown ass adult with a beard. Fucking a 9-year-old. Dude deserves a wood chipper feet first so I can listen to the screams. All right, you have yourself a day. Nick Talks, let's get you in here, brother. What's up, Nick?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, you over the age of 18?
Yes, sir. I'm 23.
Hell yeah, brother. Which religion do you follow?
I partially follow Christianity.
What do you mean partially?
Oh yeah, just a quick correction, Cody. He engaged her at 6.
Yeah, they were married at 9, I believe.
Partially means I'm learning, I'm doing research, and I'm not fully within it, but enough confidence to say that I follow God compared to other gods or other religions.
So you're just kind of like searching around and thinking pretty heavily about Christianity. Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
6 years old, consummated when she was 9. So he fucked her at 9, married her at 6.
That's what I was talking
That's
about.
disgusting.
I couldn't think of the word.
Absolutely disgusting.
Well, your God isn't any better. All right, what you got for us? Why do you want to believe?
Well, I just have a question that I've really been thinking in this time, right? Like, you know, as a human being, you love some of your family members, right? Siblings,
Yep.
parents. So if what is being taught from the Bible within itself that you'll go to the same place if they are also believers and spend eternity together with God, wouldn't you, like, if you were on your deathbed and somehow, some way you were
Yes, that would be
shown,
dope as shit. Is it real though?
that's what I mean though. But if you were shown in that moment on your deathbed and it was too late,
Oh man.
wouldn't you like
NDEs?
wouldn't you wish that you made that choice? Because nobody really
Probably.
knows until they die, right? With logic.
No, we know.
Well,
There's
I mean-
literally zero evidence that is real at all, and all the evidence justifies it as false.
well, you're dead.
Well,
So-
technically.
Yeah, your consciousness is in your
technically,
brain. Your brain turns into
Yeah,
heat.
technically, Cody, NDEs, some people consider those as evidence for whenever people will have those
I don't.
moments where they'll see. Yeah, I don't either. Most people don't even know what happens during an NDE. But yeah, I think it's pretty logically sound to say that if we were dead and we saw some form of a god that we never believed in or said it didn't exist, that we would regret that decision.
That's just what I mean, right? So when I ask my question, like, you know, my parents are super religious and beat it down on me, and I try to find my way throughout the faith myself, and obviously as a human being who's trying to think logically about it, the whole belief within God itself kind of goes against like basic logic thinking and understanding. So I can't agree to that, but I think it's more of a comfort thing, right? So like a
Sure.
lot of people become Christian to be comfortable and hope that one day they'll be able to spend eternity with their family. The
No,
same.
we got. Sorry to cut you off, Nick,
It's all right.
but Shane X is in here and he's a cousin fucker. He is an actual cousin fucker. I was on another live. He's from Alabama, and he had admitted to it. He is a cousin fucker.
Well, I'm not gonna hate on him for that, but yeah. So comfort, sure.
Whoa,
Real,
what
true.
What
No.
you mean, Cody? what you mean by that?
Right. That's a great point what you're making of
Yeah,
if
I
it's
care about
true and
what's
if it's
true,
real. Right.
and facts
Yeah.
don't care about feelings. So
That's a very good point, man. I won't debate you on that aspect. That's a big question I've been wondering, man. It's a question that I think as a human mind, it's just like, what, you know, when you do close your eyes for the last time and whatever happened, whether it's DMT being released from the chemical compounds in your brain and helping you cope with death or whatever it is, if you find yourself at that point and you see something within your own life and you're the last one there standing before you take your last breath or after you take it, you know, then what? You know, like if something did crazy happen, I would feel horrible if I did not choose and
if
God
it happens,
shows up
it
and he's
happens.
like,
If
you
it
know,
doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not there, and I don't care. What I
mean,
know
yeah,
right now in
right.
logic and physics is that's not happening. Hallucinations don't equate to truth. I don't care. If it happens then, and I fucking convert to Christianity on my deathbed, so be it. Doesn't make it true.
Right. That's a good point, man. That's all I wanted to. I didn't want to waste your time coming up here, not actually debating you, but I just wanted to give that because I thought it was a good question to ask. You know what I mean?
Sure, bro. Yeah,
but thank
fair
you for having me
questions.
up.
You have a good one, brother. Chill, dude. All right.
That was probably my favorite guest yet so far.
It's been fair. Yeah. Poulis, let's get you up here. What's up, Poulis? How you doing, brother? Hello? Going once, going twice. Sold to your god, non-existent. Let's get Rodian. What's up, Rodian?
Oh, what's up, man? How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, doing all right, brother, and we can hear you. You over the age of 18?
Yeah, I'm 19.
Coolio. Which religion do you follow?
So the one that I kind of align the most with is Orthodox Christianity, and the one thing I just want to like talk to you about is that at the end of the day, we're all looking for truth, right? Like we're all just looking for the truth of the matter. And the thing is that I was an atheist for a long time, and I came to the realization, like when I thought more about the topic of morality and things like this, is that there are things that are beyond our understanding.
No, they're not.
Things that we can't explain.
Yeah, we can.
Like,
Name one thing.
all right, can you give me the evidence that let's say like unaliving someone is bad? Can you give me like the physical evidence?
Yeah, we
There's-
are social creatures in society and culture, and we have derived empathy through biology and psychology. So when I burn myself, it hurts, and I understand that it hurts. So I understand if someone else does it, it's gonna hurt, and I know that doesn't feel good. I'm a social creature. I love people. Therefore, I don't want them to experience the same pain. Therefore, it's wrong. Morals literally mean principles to make something good or wrong. It's a principle. The principle is derived from empathy.
Yeah, but exactly. But can you tell me why someone should empathize?
Yeah, no. That's why it's subjective.
Natural.
Exactly. That's the thing. There's
It's
things that are
subjective.
beyond our understanding.
Well, I mean, I can give
if
you an
more
is
not
off for it,
subjective,
but
then
it's
there
technically
could-
fallacious, and then I would have to give you a value. If it is in our best interest to survive, then we ought to take care of one another for survival. That is an evolutionary biology. I just fucking explained. For survival, dude. I just said that. If survival is important, if survival is important, it's subjective.
Why should I care though?
Don't
if it's
care.
subjective-
Don't.
Yeah, don't care, bro. I
It's
mean, listen,
subjective.
bro.
That means it can change,
So-
differing from feelings, tastes, and opinions. By definition.
Here, look, Roden.
So when
Roden,
when
here, I'll go down the
Muhammad did
history
that-
route. I'll go down. Hey, listen. I'm gonna go down the history road. Okay. Look, we used to think, and we can see this with other historical and eras of ourselves, that murdering somebody was okay. As time went on, we eventually developed, and through empathy, that we now see that it is wrong. And what Cody brought up was actually a great point, that us knowing that something hurts, like, have you ever looked at something happen and you'd be like, damn, that would fucking hurt, man? Have you
yeah,
ever done
but there's people in the world, sociopaths, psychopaths, who
Yeah,
don't
they go
care
to
about
jail.
that, and we deem those people.
We have
deem-
laws in place
exactly, that's
for
thing.
the betterment of
We-
society. If they do something that
and how are
harms
those-
society,
and
we
what
put them
basis
away.
Are those laws established on? That's
So
what I'm
the
asking.
people can survive. Do you disagree with that? Do you think
I'm
it's
just
bad
saying,
for
like,
society
yeah,
to continue? Do you think all people should die?
No, I think.
Okay, then
I don't
stop
think all
arguing
people
for
should
that.
die.
You agree with us that it is
not
good
arguing for
and it
that.
is
I'm
for
saying-
our
I'm-
betterment to survive. You agree with that, correct?
No, I'm not arguing for that.
Okay, let me
I'm
give
using
let me
that
throw
as
it
an
back in your
argument.
face then. Why the fuck should I give a shit about a fucking genocidal baby raping god, yours? Why the fuck should I care about his morals? They're still subjective. They're dependent on his mind, the definition of
And
subjective.
if we're just a clump of cells floating through space, why should we care about any
Yeah,
genocide?
if you're a clump of cells, why should you give a shit about what your God says? We are cells. We are matter. We do derive from all the energy and matter from a sun. Okay, we are fucking stardust. So what? We have empathy. We have psychology. We have biology that explains love and all these other emotions as chemical reactions in the brain. And those are what cause us to have interest in other people. And through those interests, we also derived empathy to know that I experience this pain. I have a chemical reaction that makes me feel a sense of desire for human beings. And I'm a social creature that will die if I don't have society. We will die without people. We are social mammals. We are animals. You have a fucking tailbone, my brother Odin. We are animals. Okay? That's what makes morals. Morals, by literal definition, are principles to derive good from bad. Our principles are from empathy in society. We come to agreements. Yes, they are agreements. No, they are not objective. That's why they change in cultures. Cultures have different morals as well. In some cultures, it's still good to do cannibalism. I don't agree with them, and I have reasoning for why I disagree with them. That comes down to an argument there. Whose reasoning is more correct? And we can go into that meta if you wish, but it's fucking irrelevant to this. Your claim is you have a God that we should believe in. You shifting the burden of proof onto us to explain everything about everything does not magically make your fucking unicorn real. I want you to demonstrate why we should believe in your God. Pause. Shh. You're up here to change our mind. I am an atheist. Why should I believe in your God? I don't need to explain every single thing about everything to you. You need to derive a good argument for me to change my mind.
Everything.
No, you are here. Fine. Derive an answer for everything then. You're the one that is here to change my mind. Why should I believe in your God? I can do this. For the rest of this entire call, I know nothing about anything. Why should I believe you?
Well, here's the thing.
No, I just told you what we're going to do. No. No pivoting. No.
If
You're
if
here
you're
to
just
change my
gonna
mind.
If you're just gonna sit here and give me,
You're
bunch of
not
things
getting
to
out
do,
of this
then there's no
corner.
point, 'cause
You're not getting out of the corner. You are not shifting the burden of proof onto me when you are claiming a unicorn exists. Prove the unicorn or get out of here. I have other requesters that want to talk.
All right, prove murder is wrong.
What's up, brother? How
Hey,
can I
how's it
say your
going?
name? How do I say that?
You can call me Raheem or my last.
Raheem?
Yeah, Raheem. You can just Raheem.
All right, I'll say Raheem or Counselor, whatever I can think of on the moment. Yeah, you're over the age of 18, brother?
No worries. Hey, brother, I didn't want to debate, but I did want to ask you a question.
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Sure.
Like, I'm just curious. I really like your mind. Like, what's
I
your
don't.
like theory of reality? Or yeah, let's just start with that one because I feel like all these debates are going in the same pattern, same pattern, same pattern. I just want to hear something else.
My theory of reality? What do you mean?
I don't know. Like what's?
I
Is it
think
a
he
fucking
means what.
space rock? Yeah.
I think he means what do you think life is?
Yeah.
Huh?
He's asking, what do you think life is? As I think he's meaning in a symbolic way. Like, what does life mean to you? What's its purpose?
Is that true,
I
Raheem?
guess, yeah, like how
Okay,
do
there's no purpose.
you- I mean, like not in an objective sense, but like how do you like I don't know how do you put this? Like get up in the morning and like get the
My brain.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's called being conscious. My hippocampus closes down and all the other synapses start firing, and then I become conscious and awake and aware of my surroundings. My eyes open up, my heartbeat changes. There's a lot of things that go on in the brain and body, physiological, that explain why I wake
No-
up in the morning. Nothing
Yeah, like,
having to do
not
with a
from the-
god.
Not from the mechanical perspective, from like
That's all I care
guess,
about.
like-
Why would I care about some spiritual thing that doesn't exist?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Cool. You have yourself a good day, brother.
All right.
The old
Okay,
orange.
seriously, for everybody in the comments, please come up if you have an like a actual question that you want to ask me or Cody, or if you're actually here to debate. Please don't waste our time.
Old. I feel like I've had you before. Edwards, you're a friendly, aren't you? What's up, Orange? That is a hella good. You found what?
The Muslim guy you guys were talking about earlier. There was something I wanted to say. So the Aisha thing is one of the crazy things, but a crazier thing is when Muhammad's wife got mad at him for having sex with one of his slaves, and then Allah literally came and said, "Don't forbid yourself from this. Why would you do this?"
Oh.
It's Surah 66.
Oh.
So you literally have Muhammad saying, "Okay, I will not do this again. I will not ever have sex with my slaves."
Oh,
And then Allah comes and says, "No, don't. No, you can do this. It's fine. I am all merciful."
wow.
It's wild
Damn.
fucking things in there.
Okay. Wow. You hear that, Muslims? Y'all's religion is gross.
Very much so, but the Christian one is not really that much better.
Okay, well, I'm going to move on to the next theist. I appreciate that new
Yeah, that's all I
information.
wanted to say.
Type that in chat so I can
Holy
type
shit.
it down.
Yeah,
Surah
holy shit! I
66.
just realized you have 165 people up in here.
Yeah,
Holy
we got almost
shit.
100 on YouTube. All right, Orange, I appreciate you, brother.
No problem.
Go ahead and type that in chat so I can, which surah that was. Let's get in. Nkeku. Nkeku.
I'm pretty sure I've talked to this person before, but Brasco, he does answer questions. That's how I originally met him, was asking him a question.
Hey, how's it going? How can I pronounce your name?
Hey, cool. Hey, yeah. How's it going, my brother?
What can I call you instead?
Hey, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, you 18 or older?
Yeah, I'm actually 20.
Cool. What can I call you? I apologize. I can't pronounce that.
You can just call me whatever you want. Whatever you want.
N? We'll go for N. I like that. Good idea. Okay. Which religion are you?
I'm Christian.
Okay. Awesome. Why are you and why should we be?
I think there's a lot of evidence proving that there should be a God.
Wonderful.
And
Provide it.
If they,
Provide it.
well, for instance, the evidence of design.
What
and
design?
creativity. Do you not believe that there's a designer behind the earth? There's a design in the earth.
Why should I?
Not to speak about the whole universe, but the earth.
The earth is horribly
believe
designed.
that?
Everything kills everything. Why should I believe it was designed?
Well, I think there should be an explanation for why the earth is horribly designed, right?
Nah.
You think not?
I just don't care right now. You're supposed to be changing our mind. Don't shift the burden onto me to prove everything about everything. Why should I believe that the earth is designed? Never thought about that, huh?
Yeah, that is a nice question.
Holy
but
shit.
I think you should.
Have fun,
you
Jaden.
should-
I'm gonna go
you
get
should-
water.
All right, man. All right, so why do you think there's a designer, and why should we think that?
Because analogically speaking, there's a design for about most of everything that there is there in the earth. I mean, just looking at man-made artifacts or whatever is man-made. Now that's depict that there is a designer for that design. So I think using that type of analogy, you can conclude that since the earth is as it is, it should be designed. Unless you believe that the earth was just there, it has always been there. But if you believe that at some point the earth started,
Okay.
then you should be able
So
to believe
look.
that.
So look, clearly you don't know how the Earth came to be, and second of all, the Earth is drastically flawed. We literally kill each other. There's animals that kill each other. There's chemicals that kill each other. We are not perfect at all. And if it was by a designer, he did a horrible fucking job. And the universe wasn't designed either. The universe is more than likely eternal, which means it has always been here. And yes, the Earth will come to an end at some day. I forgot the actual date that we have for it, but the sun will eventually become a dead star and will explode into a supernova and kill us. Destroy the planet.
Do you believe that everything that has an end did not start? Can something that did not start have an end?
Oh,
I
the
think with my
universe,
analogy.
the
Yes.
universe is a perfect example of that. It is more likely than eternal, and so is energy and matter, since energy cannot be made, destroyed, or created. That means, and since it exists, that means it has always existed. Now, if you want to ask me that a question using that analogy, then where did your God start?
Where did my God start? Was
Mm-hmm.
that your question? Well, if he was a limited God, I would be able to answer that. But since I believe that my God isn't a limited God, he is an all-powerful,
So why
all-knowing,
couldn't the universe or anything else be eternal?
because it is part of creation, meaning it did not always exist.
You know what?
I
Prove
just
that it was
realized you don't
created.
have
Prove that
mod
your
powers.
God created all this.
Type in chat, Jaden.
Oh, type in chat?
Okay.
Yeah, I need to give
Okay,
you mod powers.
let me ask a question. How by chance do you think the universe was always there?
Another
What can
fucking
you
burden
to prove
shift.
that?
Prove that God did it.
I've been talking to him. I'll just explain, okay? The universe, the Big Bang was the expansion of the universe, okay? It started from a hot, dense state that eventually expanded into what we see now as the universe, okay? And it's also considered a cycle by some cosmologists at some point the universe is going to collapse and then it's all going to happen again. And also, energy and matter, like I had just stated previously, cannot be made, destroyed, or created. And since it exists, it has always existed. So why should I think God created something that has always existed? Or why should I even think God exists?
So you're saying the Big Bang? Okay, what I know about the Big Bang is that it started when an atom or some sort of
Neku.
energy which is
Neku.
smaller than.
Neku.
Oh,
He has explained it. I have explained it. It's not even our burden to be explaining these. Why do you keep on avoiding justifying why you believe? You're pivoting so hard to make us prove everything and refusing. Like, you're refusing to explain why you believe at all. Answer why you believe and what evidence you have, or I'm dropping you. It's obnoxious to run in circles. Why do you believe? What evidence is there for your God? Why should we believe in your God? Don't ask us what we think about, what we think about, what we think about. Why is this? You supposedly have the answers. Provide them.
all right. As I have stated, the design and order of the universe and the
What
cause
about the
that
universe is
everything that is
designed?
caused. Yeah, you are saying the universe was created by little dots that exploded.
No.
And I am saying the universe was created by God.
Prove it.
Where did we once say that the universe was an explosion? Please tell me. Oh my god.
We
You
need
said it
to
started from.
petition to change the Big Bang Theory to the Big Expansion Theory, because people do not ever fucking research
Swear, dude.
before they fucking talk. All right, we're going to move on to someone that knows a little bit of something. Let's get Dylan in here. I'm sorry. I could not walk in circles again.
Yeah. Oh, he
Damn.
just left. Okay.
Left. Liam.
Was good, Liam?
He's not in yet.
Oh my lord.
No, he's not, Brasco. We asked 4,500 trillion times why we should change our mind, and he didn't provide a single fucking explanation. All right, Liam's not able to
And we
join.
explained it multiple times. I mean, I don't.
All right, Theus, come on out. Sirah 66. I want to read this. There's verses inside of it. O Prophet, why do you prohibit? Oh my God, it literally says it. O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself from what Allah has made lawful to you, seeking to please your wives? And Allah is all forgiving, most merciful. Wow. Oh,
Hey,
man.
quick question. Can I mute Brasco? Because he's just been fucking talking in chat saying that you don't answer questions, even though how we originally met was through
Oh,
a
it's good for the
question. Now he's
engagement,
just
brother.
saying that we're... All right.
This is all I hear whenever I see that stuff. That's it. We just tune it out. We let them help the engagement. We get more people in here, more requesters, and more debaters. If we got any master debaters in the chat that want to defend their faith, go on ahead and request up.
How is nobody requesting up? You know what, Brasco? How about you request up? Because I'm assuming you believe in something. Because
Russell, request up, goddammit.
yeah,
Let's do
I'll
it.
stay quiet for this one.
Soul, request up. You know what? I'm going to request you up. If you don't accept it, you can go fucking troll someone else. Fuck, where'd it go? I can't see him. Russell, just request, dude.
I can still see him.
I can't see him in the invite queue, so give me 5 minutes.
Alrighty.
Thanks,
Oh, wait,
bro.
He might be a private account.
Oh, well, he's been up here multiple times. We have decimated this kid on evolution, the Big Bang, more everything.
Oh my God.
Counselor is
You
back.
know what's hilarious?
Fuck
you know
it.
what's hilarious? I don't know if you've debate like I'll be bored and I'll go on ChatGPT and like
Oh, yeah.
try and debate it. Oh yeah, dude. I don't know why ChatGPT seems to think that the Big Bang was the start of the universe. Like, and then I'll correct it. It'll admit it's wrong and then go back to saying it was the start of the universe.
Yeah, mine's not like that. All right, counselor, what you got?
Hey, okay, so like similar to before, I didn't come to debate. Although, if you're interested, I'd be very curious to hear about like the opposite of the deconstruction and like what should we build
I'm so
towards.
confused what your point is. What's your purpose?
No, I'm just saying, because right now it's like about debating people and just trying to like bring truth to the table and reality.
Is God
which
true?
Awesome. I respect that. But then it's like, what about like the opposite, which is like building, like because we're still here.
So is
we're
God true?
humans. So is God true?
Yeah.
For me, I don't know.
Oh,
I would
you're
say
agnostic.
that I would say that a lot of people like you know like the field, like that whole theory. I think a lot of people when they say God, that's what they mean. But then the language is just different from like when other scientific like
Brother, this is a
scientific
whole
people
lot
says
of nothingness. What's the purpose here?
the purpose what I came up for, I was like, what if we talk about like what can we build towards as humanity?
Brother, we could. I don't give a crap about that right now. My prompt is not let's have a friendly little teacup party. My prompt is I'm an atheist. Why should I believe in your God?
Okay, fair enough.
Like, it sounds like you're trying to do like a very slow over time apologetic preaching to where you come up and slowly plant seeds here and there, show that you're a
No,
kind
that's not what
guy.
I'm trying to do. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
I've just seen like people come up and then like it just like the arguments end so fast because like it's all like BS, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Sorry, I couldn't listen
Oh,
to that
you kicked him.
anymore. I couldn't listen to that anymore. I
Ems,
really
how is
couldn't.
it going?
It's good. How are you?
Doing good, brother. Would you like to
Came the
have...
second he left.
Yeah, I know. I've had 3 Muslims up in the last probably 15 minutes. If any of you want to talk about Allah, are you cool with that, Ems?
Of course.
Awesome.
I have the most insufferable. There's a relatively big Muslim creator who I had a talk with a little bit ago. He ran so bad, it was insane. So you know the verse about the backbone and ribs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ribs, he brought it up, by the way. The ribs, the word for the ribs there is mentioning the upper ribs, what is below the clavicle, and what is between the breasts.
Really?
So what he did is he went and bought I kept asking him, what does the word mean? And he just kept saying, no, we're not going to get into that. Just answer my question. And then he says he's going to put a graphic picture up on the screen, and he goes ahead and finds the most like drawn out, like it's just a drawing of a pregnant woman, and that is the graphic picture. And then he says, where is the backbone? I'm like, that it's on the backside, the whole thing, the whole spine.
What?
And he says, good. And then he says, well, connect a line from the bottom of the spine all the way to the bottom of the ribs. And I'm like, is the baby going to be there? I said, well, no, because that is not what those are not the ribs the Quran is talking about. Number one. Number two, the picture is not accurate.
Words
and then
don't
he
mean
keeps saying
words
that I'm
anymore.
running. Keeps saying that I'm running, and says, to answer the question, then we're going to get into the definition. So the host grants him that on the picture, yes, the baby would be in between. Which then I bring up, then he says, there you go, now I've cooked you. And then he starts preparing to run. I bring up a cadaver
bro,
picture,
shit.
connecting the bottom of the spine to the ribs. And of course, it doesn't intersect. And then he drops, and his minions are in the comments, you got baked, you got... It was embarrassing.
And they always bring those minions, dude.
The Muslims
Did
specifically.
Russell ever end up requesting up or anything? Because it's been
Not
5
quite.
minutes.
Not yet. Russell, if you're wanting to request that. But, okay, we had a couple... Oh, shit. Go for it.
Hey, what's up?
Oh yeah, Ems, if you don't mind dropping.
What?
Of course.
Ems is cool.
Oh, sorry. I know it's just normally your thing to keep people up here.
Oh, no, I would have co-hosted him. Ems, if you want to... Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, Ems is, like, phenomenal when it comes to, well, the Abrahamic religion in general, but... Alright, Soul, give us the worst fallacy you can.
All right, here's an argument that hasn't been able to be refuted by anybody.
Oh,
I'd
I'm
be
sorry.
excited
Go
to
for it.
See if you're able to refute it. All right.
Never
Russell, how do you refute refuting though?
What's that?
How do you refute refuting without knowing?
No, yeah. Well, I'm gonna give the argument though. Hold on. All right. See, host, I'm trying to take you as a serious interlocutor right now, but you're making it difficult for me to even engage in good faith.
Just give the argument.
Is he gonna laugh like a schoolgirl? Like
That was like a
is he gonna
hyena.
keep doing
Get
that?
your facts straight.
Like, are you gonna
So
try to like
technically-
engage in good faith?
Russell, since he's an atheist, technically he doesn't have the concept of laughing, so he can't laugh.
All right. So I mean, it doesn't seem like this is gonna be a fruitful. Like, let me challenge you to a formal debate. That way, you can't act like this, and you are
But you
forced
would
to
have to.
engage in
You'd
good
have
faith.
to understand the concept of a debate first. As an atheist, he doesn't grant it. So,
I grant that, but he's gonna attempt to.
so how are you getting consent from
counter
him
my argument?
to debate you? You can't get valid consent from him if he doesn't understand the concept.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously don't understand what.
Yeah,
general
I don't
revelation
understand
is
because I'm an atheist. I don't understand this.
Because under our worldview, even atheists have knowledge, right? They just don't.
No. He doesn't know that he has knowledge. He has knowledge, but he doesn't know that he has knowledge.
Under our worldview, even atheists have knowledge, right? Even if they
He
don't.
has knowledge, I agree, but he doesn't know that he has knowledge.
Even if they don't
Yeah.
acknowledge the source of that knowledge, right? So he does understand what's being said. This argument kind of refutes why atheism is impossible. But I would love to have a formal debate.
Pause.
And not have him like run and act like a
Pause.
fool.
Atheism, the lacking of a belief, is not possible.
Correct. This argument shows how atheism is impossible.
Dude, I can hear you smiling. You know that's stupid.
No, it's not.
That is absurd. That sentence in and of itself was an absurd, nonsensical sentence.
You haven't even heard my argument though. How would you know that it doesn't follow?
A lack of a belief is not possible. That's your claim. Really?
Correct.
You want to go down this route?
100%.
Best of luck.
Will you formally debate me though? Because I want you to like engage in good faith.
Just give the argument, dude.
No, like you're just shown to be like not a serious interlocutor. Like you're laughing and like just being an idiot, dude.
Could you please stop using abstract concepts because we do not understand them, please.
I just told you you don't understand.
I
what
agree
the
with you. I
argument
know
is.
you.
don't
So
even.
please speak in language that we understand. Speak in language we
You're
understand.
straw manning. You're straw manning what it is to have revelation.
Last time I
right?
spoke to you, every single word I used, you told me I can't use that word because I don't know what it means because I can't ground it in God or some shit.
Well, I don't think I've ever spoken to you one on
We
one,
have.
so I don't know
On
what
Justin's
you're
live,
talking
yes,
about.
we have.
I've never gone on Justin's live.
In the comments there.
Oh
we did
bullshit!
talk.
You're
You
there
said
every
that,
other day.
I was explaining to you the regions of the brain and how we ground specific abstract concepts in neurology, and then you went and told me, well, you can't even use the concept of area because it is an abstract concept and it is grounded by God. Every single word I said, instead of engaging with what I said, you just told me I can't use
This
any
is
word that is not physically touchable because I don't believe in God. So how are you
this is an
serious? How are you an
imagine.
interlocutor?
This is an imaginary conversation me and you never had because I've
No, we
never
did, but you have a
had a
horrible memory.
conversation one with you. No, I've never had a conversation with you.
No, we have, but you have a horrible memory, as I said.
No, I remember who I talked to, and
Nah,
I've never spoken to you.
we don't know that. We don't know that. We just don't.
Oh yes,
know.
memory is not a physical thing. I can't hold it, so I don't even know what the words I'm saying.
You don't understand what general revelation is under.
Revelation is an
under
abstract
our
thing, so I can't understand what you're saying. Like the words you're saying do not register in my head.
No, I understand that revelation isn't a physical thing, but still real under our worldview.
Yeah, sure, but I don't
But
understand what you're saying.
anyway,
I can't
here,
grant that.
I'll give you. Yeah, that's fine. If you can't engage with me, that's fine. You can just step aside and let me.
I don't
engage
even know what
with
engage
those.
means. What does engage mean? I
That's
can't grant
fine.
that word.
Just pipe down and mute your mic. Let me
I
engage
can't
with somebody
understand.
that's able to.
Sure, I don't think anybody on the panel
Yeah,
understands anything you say. So
yeah, exactly. Just mute up, please. All right, P1. Knowledge requires justification. Would you agree with that, host?
It's a good question. What's P2?
Well, do you agree with P1?
Get through the damn argument, bro.
Gosh. Do you agree with P1, yes or no?
I'm Jay Becky. Just get to the next one, dude. Just go. I'll tell you when I don't agree.
Okay, so you grant P1. Awesome.
No. I want to hear the entire argument.
No, we're gonna go linear. We're not gonna have you like go back and forth. You either accept or reject the premise that I just presented.
Do you have any preconditions for it?
What the fuck did you just ask me? Like, I'm asking you, do you accept the premise that knowledge requires justification?
Knowledge, yeah. Let's go for it.
Okay, cool. All right. So P2. When somebody offers justification, we should evaluate the justification. And if justification falls into the three legs of Agrippa's trilemma,
I don't know what that is.
Justification. You don't know what Agrippa's trilemma is?
No, I'm not a Phil bro.
All right, so Agrippa's
Define
trilemma pretty much says that there's three issues when we try to ground. There's three issues when we try to ground knowledge, right?
Why are you out of breath?
One of them would be that if we try to one of the legs of Agrippa's trilemma is that when the individual tries to justify knowledge, they'll go into this infinite regression of grounding, right? So it defeats the actual justification that they're trying to use of the infinite regression. Hold on, this is just something that's analytically true, though. You can't ground knowledge on a.
Is there something wrong with an infinite? I don't grant that.
Yes, specifically when you're trying to ground knowledge. Yes, there is.
I don't grant that.
You don't ground what?
What's wrong with the infinite regress?
Because there's the justification that you're using. It just has no substance behind it.
Yeah, it would. A cause, then
What's
a
the
cause,
substance?
then a cause. I don't
So
know.
what's the
We don't
ultimate
have a
grounding for
topic
it?
on the table to talk about.
Hold on. What would be the ultimate grounding if you just
I don't know at the
infinite
moment. We have
regress?
nothing we're talking about for an infinite regress, but that does not equate to an infinite regress being impossible. I don't grant
This
that.
is something that's accepted by all philosophers. What are you
False.
talking about?
False.
Hold
I
on,
don't
you
grant
don't even
it.
know what Agrippa's trilemma is.
I don't grant the problem that you just brought up about the impossibility of an infinite regress. I don't grant that. You're requiring me to grant that an infinite regress is impossible. I don't fucking grant that. Do you want to tell me again how many people agree with it? I don't care. I don't grant it. Demonstrate that that is
think you might be
true.
I think you're confused a little bit. I think you're not engaging with epistemology. You're asking about infinite regress, like in a causal chain, right? You're not.
So demonstrate how it's impossible to have infinite. Is your argument infinite regress impossible? Yes or no?
Hold on. Do you understand what
I just asked you.
epistemology is?
I just asked you. Are you arguing that infinite regress equals impossible?
Not in the sense of like.
That's a yes or
causal
no.
chain. I'm talking
That's
about,
a yes or no.
No, not in the causal chain aspect of it.
Well, then you need to
I'm
add the
talking about in the
extras into the
I'm talking about
P1.1.
the epistemic axis of knowledge.
I still don't grant that.
Right. Hold on. You think you can? Hold on.
Dude, I'm ignorant on all of this.
When somebody asks you to justify,
Dude, I'm ignorant on so many of these concepts you're talking about. B, I don't have a justification to accept that infinite regress is impossible. C, you haven't provided a justification that it's impossible. D, I don't give a fuck about that right now because atheism is a lack of a belief, not a belief system. So it's not impossible to have a lack of a belief because you have a lack of belief in unicorns, or at least I would hope so, but you're dumb as shit, so you probably do. So you're an unicornist.
hold on. You don't even know what the fuck we're talking about, right? And right now you're throwing stones in a glass house, right? Like you
Get
sound
your words
like a
out.
dumbass. You
Slow
don't even
down.
know what the fuck's being argued.
Slow down.
You don't even know what's being argued, right? And you're calling me dumb.
I said
First
I'm
of all,
ignorant on many of
when
the
we talk
concepts,
about
yeah.
knowledge.
So is
when
an
we talk
infinite
about
regress
knowledge,
possible or impossible?
right? When we talk.
Yeah,
about
how do you
knowledge,
know that an infinite regress
you
is
agreed-
impossible?
You agreed. You agreed that the justification.
Dude, I
given
know you're out of breath.
has to
It's
meet a
okay.
certain
But you still
criteria.
gotta slow down, take a
Has
breath.
to meet a certain criteria.
So I would
though,
love
right?
for you to provide an epistemic justification to provide to me that tells me that it's impossible for infinite regress.
Okay, we agree that justification needs to be.
Are we just running in circles now? Are you incapable of answering a simple question? I know you're out of breath, and that's okay. You can take your time to answer. So
what
can
was
you
the
provide me
question?
the
Go ahead, ask the
epistemic
question again.
justification that it is impossible for infinite regress?
This is what we're actually arguing. How do we have epistemic access to knowledge, right?
So demonstrate how
like,
it's
connect,
epistemically
like,
impossible.
try to
No, your
engage.
argument was that it's not possible.
Try to engage. P1 is that.
Are you saying that infinite
knowledge
regress
needs
is not
to be-
possible? Yes or no?
We're saying that knowledge needs.
Is infinite
justification,
regress
right?
possible or impossible?
Under Agrippa's trilemma, infinite regress cannot ground knowledge.
Wonderful. I don't grant
That's
that.
what it's saying.
Demonstrate that.
Hold on. This is something that's analytically true.
Okay, so demonstrate it. It should be easy. If I'm ignorant, I'll
Demonstrate
learn.
What? It's analytically true. What do you
So
want me to
demonstrate the data.
Definitions?
Yeah, demonstrate the data. Duh. You
Oh,
came to this
hold on.
conclusion with data.
You want me to demonstrate
Did you
definitions of
do you
how
know what
we
you're talking about,
understand
or did you just
concepts?
read this on ChatGPT? If you know what you're talking about, you should be able to
Hold on, hold
simplify
on.
it and explain it. Correct?
Okay, so if you use an infinite regress to try to ground knowledge, right? Knowledge becomes elusive because there's nothing fundamental
Define elusive.
that you're pointing to. There's nothing fundamental that you're pointing to. There's nothing that's grounding what you're actually saying.
Yeah, there would. In that point, yeah. If we have a cause that is the mechanism for the effect, that is knowledge of that cause and effect. So
No, no,
how is that
but
impossible? For it to continue going back, how is that not possible?
it's not. It wouldn't be an ultimate grounding of knowledge.
Yeah, it would be. We see the mechanism for the effect. That is knowing. We know the mechanism for the effect. Come on now. So
No,
you still haven't
you-
demonstrated how
dummy,
a infinite
dummy.
regress isn't possible to know.
Knowledge is what's being critiqued right now, right? Knowledge is what we're trying to like extract, right? I'm
Ems,
saying
do you want to take this
knowledge
over,
needs
Jaden?
Justification.
I've explained this
What
like
does
5 times.
justification
no,
mean,
we have
Russell?
knowledge.
Russell, could you please explain to us what the word justification means?
So justification would be a way to justification
What
would
does
be
a
some
way
kind
mean?
of reasoning that a reason that we give to like ground our knowledge, or like
Sure. What does the word reason and the
it
word
could
give
be
mean?
I don't know how to. What do you mean? You don't understand what a reason
No,
is?
because again, we're unable to understand the abstract concepts. Why are you?
I fucking
Yeah,
love
I understand,
him, bro.
I understand that you can't
Mm-hmm.
you don't. I understand that. So I've defeated your worldview. Now I'm
No,
trying to
I
engage with
agree,
somebody
but
that
what?
can actually
Sure. But
engage
defeat is
with
an
me,
abstract
because you've
thing, so we
already
don't even
conceded.
know.
That's fine.
Sure, but we don't even
You've
know what the
already
word defeat
conceded.
means.
It's okay.
What does concede mean?
You've already
I
conceded.
don't
You're
know
acting
what
like a
concede.
dumbass. You're acting like a dumbass because you can't
I don't know
counter
what
my
concede
argument.
means.
That's it. That's fine.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
you're
you're
acting
saying.
like a
What does
dumbass
counter
because
mean?
you can't
What is a dumbass?
engage, right?
Yeah, bro. What
What
the
is
fuck
a
are you
dumbass?
talking about, bro?
A
What
dumbass
is
would be like
engage?
you. Like if you look up definition of dumbass, you'd be like a picture of you would pop up.
What is a picture?
Bro, you're trying so hard to speak. You need to take a deep breath, recollect yourself, speak again, and get the smile off your face, because you know you're talking about is bullshit. We can hear the smile on your face. You're coming up here
Hold on,
just
this
to
is
argue.
the fact that you guys are so uneducated on this stuff is just painful, right? Like you don't know that
What?
infinite regress cannot be a justification for knowledge. It's just
Yeah.
it's sad
So,
that host is even asking me like, why can I have an infinite regress to justify
so
my knowledge? It's
I know sad means something bad.
a painful
So,
question for him to ask.
sure. Now, could you please break that
And
down
this
in
is
non-abstract
this is
terms?
You know what? Hey, Cody, would you mind if I let up Forrest Mendez? He's a friend of mine, and he wants to talk to Russell. Yeah, I got you, Forrest.
You know what? We're just gonna ensue chaos. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna get Weirdo up here as well. Fuck it.
Fuck it, bro. All right, Forrest, go at him.
Oh no,
The
I'm
fuck
just
you
here to
mean?
horror farm while the
Ah.
two best debaters on the app go at it.
You're just here to aura farm. You have no fucking
It's
signal.
working.
How do you?
I'm your Huckleberry. Hi, Russell. How are we tonight?
Oh gosh, so they have a history, huh?
How we doing,
Everyone
big
has
guy?
a history with Raw Dumbass.
Can I ask you one
No,
plain
I
question?
don't.
Do we 100% know fire has the potential to burn?
Oh shit.
I broke him.
Uh-oh.
I think Roz is broken.
Come on, big guy. It's okay. I'll be gentle with you.
He's probably trying to ground his internet connection.
Weirdo, please, do you grant premise 2?
Okay, so do we 100% know fire has the
Do you-
potential to burn?
Do you grant premise 2 though? I asked you a question.
I don't even know what your premise is. I'm brand new, so let's just
Premise
reboot
2. Okay,
and
okay.
prepare
Premise
to get
1.
concussed.
Premise
Do
1.
we
Knowledge
100%
needs
know-
justification. Do you accept that argument? Do you
we haven't.
accept
I'm
that premise?
brand new, Russell. So just
Yeah,
reboot
I'm giving you the
yourself.
premises.
Just go back to the top of the script.
Premise 1. Premise 1. Focus.
I'm asking you a
Focus.
direct question, Russell. Don't
Focus,
Don't
weirdo.
go, you have to go back to the top of the script.
Premise 1.
So,
Premise
so
1.
take your finger, slide it up to the top
Knowledge
of the
needs
page,
justification.
and I'm
Knowledge
gonna
needs
ask you
justification.
this
Do
question.
you accept that? Yes or no?
I don't even know what you're saying, but so you're gonna have
Okay,
to
okay.
listen.
I'll
and
repeat
we'll
it
start.
again.
We
A little slower.
100%
A little slower.
know fire has
Okay,
the potential
weirdo.
to burn. Yes or no?
I'll do it. I'll ask you a little bit slower because it seems like you're not
Okay, so
able to listen.
it's a yes or
Okay,
no question.
P1.
Russell. I know this is
P1.
hard.
Knowledge
We don't need a
requires
P1, we don't need a
justification.
P2. We're at.
Do you accept
we're at
that premise?
Q1, and
Yes
Q1
or no?
is, does fire have the potential to burn things?
Premise 1, yes or no?
I don't even know what you're. There is no premise yet. I'm straight up asking you.
Maybe
Q1.
if you shut the fuck up.
Q1.
Listen.
I came in first to your questioning now.
If
All
you
right.
get
This is
quiet
my
and just
first
listen.
question. We don't need to go
No, I'm not asking
premises.
questions. I'm running my
Q1
argument.
is
I'm running my
does
argument.
fire have the potential to burn things?
Police, are you gonna engage with the argument, or do you want?
The argument
hand
is
it to
not an
somebody else?
argument yet because you won't engage, and we all know why. So
Like, if you
can
don't wanna engage, that's fine.
fire
Just let somebody else-
burn things?
Just let somebody else engage if you don't wanna. If you can't.
I'm asking you a direct question. This is not a multiple choice. Actually, there's two choices. It's either yes.
Can't refute my argument. It's okay. Just
Move
You
on.
don't
Let
have
somebody
an
else
argument
engage.
yet. I'm asking you a
I-
question.
I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to give it to you right now.
Okay, so it starts with a yes or no. So then you
No,
can
no, hold
start
on.
your argument.
You're
I
not
know this-
running
I
the
know
argument.
This is a lot for
I'm
you
running
right
the
now.
argument. I'm running the argument.
You're not running the argument. You're answering
Yes,
the
yes.
question.
No, I'm not
Do
answering your
you-
questions. I'm running an
Can
argument. Do you want to
we
engage with it? Yes
know
or
that
no?
Fire has the potential to burn.
Okay, so now I've had M concede.
Oh,
I have host
Ru-
conceded.
this is
Weirdo
me
police
asking you,
conceded.
Is water
Uh,
wet, Russell?
What's this guy on the bottom? Jay. Jay, do you want to try to refute my argument?
Russell,
Well,
you're
come on
running.
now.
You're,
Let's
it's just
talk
me
about
and
what's
you. You're in a
yeah.
cage
Quit
match with
running,
me
bro.
now. One
Quit
of us
running,
walks.
bro.
Two of us walk in. One of us
Obviously,
walks
the
out.
weirdo's
buddy.
like running. He can't refute the argument,
I'm
so he's
right
running
here.
scared.
What?
Okay,
Why are you afraid
I'll run it
of
again.
answering
I'll
whether
start from the
fire
beginning.
can burn or not?
Weirdo.
Can
P1.
fire burn things?
Knowledge requires justification.
Okay, yes. So we have an evidentiary model because we've seen fire burn things.
Okay.
So we
P1.
have
So
something
you
to
accept
go
P1? Did
off
you
of.
accept P1?
It's called Can Fire Burn Things?
Weirdo.
So, do we know fire can burn things?
That's a concession, guys. I just cooked
You-
the whole panel. They're scared of
What?
engaging in
For
good faith.
300 people because you can't.
They
even
don't
admit
want to
fire
engage.
burns.
They're scared to engage in good faith.
I'm right in your face right now.
Host doesn't even know what the fuck Agrippa Shalema is. He comes here
What-
every day and
what-
goes and argues these things. He's so fucking clueless on the
save your little
subject.
script. Do we
Like, this is embarrassing,
100%
host.
No.
This is
fire
embarrassing.
Can burn things.
Right? And this argument, host, will defeat.
I already
your-
defeated your P1. Okay? Because I gave a
defeats
justification
the way you
of knowledge.
address knowledge, right? Because I think you like pull axioms out of your ass as if it's grounding or
Is-
justification
is
for
me
knowledge.
asking you if
So this
fire can
argument
burn
Fucking
things
God,
directly
Rob, just
attacks
my ass.
your argument, host.
What
and I see that
argument
you're
do
scared,
you have that fire
hiding behind
can
your
burn
little
things? Just
weirdo.
answer that. What do you have against me saying we 100% know fire has the potential to burn things?
Where did you just conceded, man? Stop asking questions. You conceded. You couldn't engage.
You're right here taking a beating in front of 300 people.
No,
because you can't even
you
say that
conceded.
fire
You
is
won't.
hot.
You won't engage because you know that it's going to reduce your worldview to
How are you gonna
incoherency.
reduce down?
Because under your worldview,
we know
you can't
that fire
justify
can burn
knowledge.
things?
This is the most damning argument against atheism. They can't ground knowledge.
What I can ground it in an evidentiary model. You want to know why?
No,
a
no.
non-mind
My-
can recognize
argument-
A non-mind, like a roach, will flee a fire when the building is burning down. Are you arguing
This
that
is-
a roach is a mind?
Instincts are not knowledge.
Non-mind.
Like
So a non-mind
like,
can
an
recognize an
instinct-
absolute, like fire has the potential
instinctual
to burn.
behavior isn't a claim to knowledge. Police, like
I
you're
just
just
gave
lost.
you an
You're
evidentiary
completely
model
lost.
that you just agreed to.
You're
You
just
said
completely
that
lost,
cockroaches
right?
are not a mind. So why do
You're
cockroaches
completely
be
lost.
an absolute, like fire?
It's obvious that
It's obvious that
to be
you're
honest,
just
You're not
weirdo
tracking the
destroyed at this
conversation.
point that you don't know what
you're not
to do
tracking the
next.
conversation. No, you're not tracking, brother.
100%.
You
I'm
ran.
with you on that, Russell.
Hey,
ran.
hey, at this point, Roz, just answer his damn question, okay? We can go on this whole, oh, you're not listening. Just answer his damn question.
No, I didn't come here to answer his question. I came here to run my argument. I
And
needed
run.
to
You asked for a
engage with it.
justification on how I know that fire has the potential to burn. I gave
That's
you
not
an
what I
example
asked
of a
you.
non-mind
I didn't ask you.
recognizing this.
I didn't ask you that. What the
agreed
fuck
that
are
a
you?
roach is a non-mind.
I didn't
So
ask you
now,
that.
why don't you go to P2
No,
so I
no.
can blow that thing up in your face too?
That's not what I asked you. What the
You
hell?
said
Are
give
you
a
okay?
justification for knowledge. I just gave
Yo,
you the perfect
are you slow?
justification of knowledge, which
Are
a
you slow?
non-mind recognizes an absolute. So why
Repeat
don't
my
you
P1.
reboot?
Weirdo,
Your
repeat
P1
P1.
is what is my justification of knowledge? You said a non-mind.
That wasn't
can't
my
recognize
question. What are
anything.
you talking
I
about?
just gave you a non-mind
That wasn't
recognizing an
P1.
absolute.
That wasn't P1. What are you on about?
You're asking for a justification of knowledge.
No,
I just gave you
no,
a
that's not.
completely simple
No.
evidence
Oh my
of
gosh.
a knowledge that a non-mind.
This is
can even recognize.
embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Oh my
Russell,
goodness.
this
He's
is
not
gonna
even
get
tracking the
clipped,
conversation.
It is
and people
embarrassing.
are
You're not
gonna
even
dance
tracking the
around
conversation.
and laugh at this thing like it's the
M,
Super Bowl,
M.
bro.
Uh-huh.
Sadly, Em, you might be the most rational person on this panel.
I don't know what
Can you
rational
repeat
means.
P1? Can you repeat P1, M?
I have no idea what that is.
Host, can you repeat P1, host?
I'm not able to comprehend rationality.
I take that as a concession. Another W for me. That's 1, 2, 3 people defeated in one night. I'm just gonna.
I've gotten.
I'm gonna walk away.
Concussed at this point by the simplest.
You guys
question on
are
earth.
low tier.
And
You guys
I
can't engage in good
absolutely
faith.
annihilated Tag.
And
Low
it's
tier,
sad.
slow boy, slow boy,
Anybody-
rhetorical back shots,
anybody in the
rhetorical
panel-
back shots, low tier,
Anybody on the
back
panel,
shots.
anybody on on the comments that's willing to take, like argue this, try to refute my argument.
I just gave you a
join
justification.
right
of
now,
knowledge.
please join.
I just
You're not
gave
even
you a
tracking what I.
justification of knowledge.
You didn't even
Raz,
track
Raz.
P1, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't even track
Do
P1.
we have a justification of knowledge in the
You
fact
did-
that we
that's
can
not- that's not
100%
P1.
know fire has the
That's not
potential to
P1.
burn?
That's not P1. What are you saying? That's not P1.
Nobody knows what your P1 is anymore because you keep changing
Oh.
because you have no idea what to do with this argument.
I changed it.
And
I
literally
changed
everybody
P1.
knows it. Even
I
your
changed
Phil
P1.
Bro-
Oh.
Your Phil Bro fan club in here is like, this guy's just getting whacked right now. We're gonna have to find a new.
See.
We're gonna have to find a new troll. This tag thing is dead.
I gotta find higher tier people. You guys are embarrassing.
Oh, you know what? You know
Atheism.
what?
Yeah, higher
You know what?
tier from
Repeat
you would be
P1.
Darth Dawkins, so best of luck.
Firebird?
This is embarrassing.
I know you are.
honestly. You guys are doing a disservice to the atheist community.
Dude,
I
I gave a very
Tag
good
look like-
explanation for the dilemma. You just didn't like it.
No, you didn't.
I
You
did.
don't even understand what the fuck is being said. Right?
I gave you a very good explanation for it.
Infinite regression defeats your knowledge claim because there's nothing
I don't agree.
grounding your knowledge claim.
Why does there need to be an
grounded right
original
now.
grounding?
So that doesn't
Give
count.
me the.
The
rebuttal
grounding is
to,
going to be each
infinite
individual cause, the mechanism causing the effect.
regression. No, but that's no. We need all
No?
grounding. So when we talk
No,
about
we don't.
knowledge, no, hold on. Yes, we do.
I don't
Yes,
grant
we do.
that.
No, when
You
we
can
talk about
think we
knowledge,
need that.
when we
I don't
talk about
grant that.
knowledge,
Do I not know that the causal mechanism for the effect is whatever it is?
Define knowledge.
Do I have
Most-
knowledge
all right.
on the effect if I
Define
can
knowledge.
demonstrate the mechanism?
Define knowledge.
I know you like to run like a coward into the corner. You're getting rhetorical backshots, you absolute low tier slow boy.
Let's
I know
get
you can't keep up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're
Let's get
getting
some
rhetorical
clarification.
backshots. It's okay. Low tier, low tier, low
Define
tier,
knowledge.
low tier. It's so
Define
embarrassing.
knowledge.
You're getting rhetorical backshots. The sheet is over your
Oh
head.
my
You're bent over,
gosh.
getting rhetorical
Bro,
backshots.
this
Low
is
tier.
embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Okay,
Russell,
hold on.
Russell, you want to play with me
Define
again,
knowledge.
or you just want to just?
Weirdo, you're
bro.
an effing weirdo. You're an effing retard, bro. Like you're so retarded. Please don't speak.
Ah, now you have to get kicked.
Don't
Fuck.
ever talk to me again.
Knowledge. And
Don't.
you ran.
Damn it. He was gonna get kicked by TikTok.
Oh.
To be honest, I think he won. So
Yeah, 100%.
He destroyed us all. He destroyed us. Absolutely annihilated us.
genuinely, just like whenever you talk to him, just pretend you don't understand any like abstract concepts. Because if he thinks you don't, then what is the point of talking to you?
There's no purpose.
Oh, poor Russell. How
This
you
has
go
been
back
fun.
to
I'm gonna get the next two guys up. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna let you guys have at it. Have fun, dude. Put the gloves on.
Let's bring in the Phil Bros. Hello?
Yo, if someone wants to DM fucking Kiki right now.
Kiki's a low tier. I can posit the argument for theism.
Oh shit, the Phil Bros are here! Alright, you guys have fun.
Phil Bros have arrived.
Are you
It's
gonna
like a
run?
clown car. They just come pouring out.
So you want me to posit the argument, or are we gonna run?
Am I allowed to concede prior to this?
All right. So
I don't wanna deal with
do you
this.
accept
Can I
do you accept
concede?
supervaluationism, or do you deny supervaluationism?
Why do you guys sound like aliens?
Is that gonna be a response?
It's just, what is your question? What is your evidence?
Do you accept supervaluationism?
Yeah, so
supercalifragilisticexpialidocianism. That just states that if something is true within one language, or something is true within a language, then it is true in all languages. It's a super true proposition. And the same goes for the falsification.
So, like, ice is the same thing in Spanish as it is in English.
No. A language in philosophy is something which describes reality.
Okay, so give us an example of this.
For example, if I hold to speech act theory and I say, there's a kitty standing there, then the utterance is something which describes a truth maker.
A truth maker. What is it?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What is truth?
Truth maker, if you ever studied correspondence theory, truth maker is just something which instantiates the true proposition. For example, God exists,
So, like,
the
we
proposition God exists.
100% know
Huh?
fire has the potential to burn. Is
I
that a
don't
truth
believe
maker?
we can assign percentages to knowledge claims.
I feel
We
like, can I ask you a
don't
question,
have
please?
100% knowledge that fire has ever burned anything ever.
No, that question assumes we are predicating percentages to knowledge claims.
We have not observed fire ever burn anything ever.
Are you like ignoring what I'm saying?
I feel
I
like,
asked you a question.
could you
Do
answer
we
the question, please?
100% know fire has the potential to burn?
No, because I don't believe
do.
that we assign percentages to knowledge claims.
It has nothing to do with percentages. He's asking
He
about
said
the
he said
potentiality.
100%, so you
No,
are
he
saying
said we know that there's a potential for it to burn. We 100% know that that it has the potential to burn something. Not that it 100% burns stuff.
What do you think? Hold on. Are you an epistemic optimist?
Can I ask you a question before I answer that?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do they teach you the accent,
Do they teach me the accent?
like the way you speak in philosophy classes?
No, I'm self-taught. What are you talking about? What?
That was such an A tier fucking call out, dude. It went so fucking far over his 3-foot tall head. Holy shit!
Yo, evidence first. I want to engage with an argument. I mean, I want you to engage with the argument if that's okay.
Do we 100% know that fire has burned something at any point
Are
in
you,
history?
dude? Are you? Oh my gosh! I said that I don't assign percentages to knowledge claims.
This is so stupid. Have we ever seen
Did you
anything
just
burn
say?
before?
Whoa, hold on, bro. Hold on. Did you just say that fire cannot be assigned to a knowledge percentage? What the
No, I
what?
said that we don't assign. He said 100%, right? Which is assigning
it-
percentage
we have
predication to
100%
knowledge
seen
claims
fire burn
or
something.
epistemic states. Sorry.
We have 100% seen fire burn something.
If you're just talking about degrees of confidence, then maybe I would agree.
You okay,
dude?
Have we seen fire burn something? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we 100% know that fire has the potential to burn.
Are you? Oh my gosh! You gotta be dumb. I said
That's
that
not
if we
dumb,
assign
that's an
percentages
actual
to
truth
epistemic
claim
states,
that based
then
on
there wouldn't really
knowledge.
be fixed epistemic states, because you would agree with me that epistemic states are something which are supposed to be, or it's normative to hold that they're fixed categories. You agree with that, right?
I don't understand how you could sit there and not agree
What?
that we've observed fire.
Are you
burn
gonna
something.
answer the question?
Why would you need a caveat for that?
What?
Why
You know,
would
I
you
feel
need
like
something beyond?
like
This is what I'm trying to
this
do
dude
is
is
highlight
way
the
beyond low
absurdity
tier.
of your
This
position.
dude is way beyond low tier. Maybe if I can debate somebody else.
This is the dumbest argument in the world, is what I'm trying to teach.
Have you
I'm
ever
asking
have
you
you
such
even
a
heard the
simple
argument?
question
Have you even heard
that
the
you
argument?
have to deflate. You have to deflect so much from it.
What
that
was
you
the
can't
argument?
Just go, yeah, of course we know fire burns something, and then come up with a real argument. You just can't
What was the
do
what
it.
was the argument? I didn't even mention
I'm
epistemology.
asking you
What
a
was the
simple
argument?
question: can we know absolutes?
Can we know absolutes? Under epistemic optimism, yeah. And I'm an epistemic optimist, so
Well,
yeah.
you don't need a caveat. You just say,
What?
can we know that fire burns stuff?
Under what modal scope?
Oh my god. This is what makes you weird, and this is what makes this whole thing so annoying.
If
Is
hold
like you
on,
could just go,
can
yeah,
you
yeah,
repeat
we
the
know
argument?
that.
Can you repeat
Here's
it?
my argument now.
Yeah. What's your argument?
You have to give the argument. We do
You
know
say
that
here's
fire
my
burns
argument
things.
now. Yeah, you think questions are propositions?
No, listen, I'm sitting there going, hey, we can know absolutes. How do we know absolutes? Well, we know certain things like we 100% know fire has the potential to burn. Even a non-mind will recognize this absolute, like a cockroach when they flee the fire. You can now make an argument saying, yeah, we can do that, but
Mm-hmm. But
this is where you do your Philbro thing now. This is your
my Philbro
opportunity.
thing.
Okay, we can know that, but insert argument.
Yeah, I'm undercutting defeaters if I tell you, if I can hold to something like indirect realism or naive realism, you wouldn't have any type of justification if you believe perception gives you knowledge, which is already dumb.
Okay, so is a cockroach a mind?
Is a cockroach a mind? What are these questions?
Well, if a cockroach flees fire, then a mind is not required to recognize absolutes.
Are you? If by absolute, you're just talking about fixed categories, and you're already saying that
A fixed category. I'm asking you the simplest thing in the world. This is why I'm trying to prove that.
What do you mean
Tag
the
is stupid.
simplest? Hold on. If your
I'm
question
asking you in the
is
history of the world, can we sit there and say with 100% certainty that fire has existed?
I don't believe. Are you, dude?
It's harder
hold on,
to debate
hold on,
with
weird, hold on,
dumbasses
weird.
than it
What's
is
your
to
name?
debate with
Weird
smart
police.
people.
Weird police 5. Can you tell me if we can assign percentages to epistemic states? Just answer that question.
Obviously.
Okay, then what's the argument for that? Because I don't hold to that.
We 100% know fire has the potential to burn, and we've seen it
That's
burn a
just
bunch of
begging the
stuff, and even
question.
a roach will flee it, and
That's
they
just
don't even
begging
have a
the
mind.
question. I'm telling you,
Bro,
how do we
do you even know
assign
what the
or how do we
fuck
make?
begging the question means?
Yeah, begging the
Like,
questions when you see the premise
you
when you're
have any
conclusion.
idea of anything you're saying?
Yeah, I have.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
you're making
look.
Tag look so ridiculous right now, and that was my
Oh,
point.
I'm looking
Is that I
ridiculous.
can't get
So
you to answer the
you
simplest
believe?
question
Hold
in
on.
the
My
world.
question. My
Like,
question
yeah,
was.
fire burns. Of course, we know that. Like, even a roach will recognize it.
What
Here's
do you
my
think?
argument, though, that we don't really know things. Okay, you have the perfect opportunity, but you're just too like scripted and bizarro to
Oh, wow.
actually engage in the simplest argument in the world.
Oh. So wait, an argument? You think questions are propositions?
You came in with a fucking question, dude.
You think questions are propositions,
The
bro? No, I
proposition is
came
that
up.
we can know
I came up.
absolutes.
Hold on. I didn't assign the question to be an argument. I already assigned the premise to be an argument. Not argument is truth
All right. Can human beings know absolutes?
No, I don't
Okay.
believe that.
How do we not know that fire has the potential to burn?
Because I am a naive realist.
Okay, that's not an answer. All right, just
That is an answer.
something.
If you assume, hold
Just
on.
say
If you
like
assume,
make an argument. Like it's not that hard.
what do you mean make an argument?
Look, you're saying we can't know absolutes. An absolute is that fire has the potential to burn. Prove that I can't know that fire has the potential to burn. This is your chance. Here
Yeah,
you go.
so we cannot. Yeah, so we cannot trust a priorize or a posteriorize. If we cannot trust a posteriorize, then naive realism is true because there's a reduced phenomenon. So if that's the case, then we cannot assign knowledge claims such as fire has a potentiality to burn.
We've seen fire burn. A roach
Oh my
doesn't see anything.
You
How
know
could we
what?
not know
Hey,
You
that it's
can't.
burning?
Hold on. You can't believe that you're looking
I
good.
got a question
You
for you.
cannot believe that.
I got
It's
a question
such
for
a
you, Bob.
simple question, and you don't know. What
I
to
got a
do with
question
it.
for
That's
you.
the
Okay,
problem.
okay.
I
Look,
answered it. I answered it.
You didn't answer it.
Okay,
Here,
hold
here,
on.
here.
What did I
got a
say?
simple
How did I
question
not
for you.
answer it? Can you prove
I
that?
got a simple question for you.
Yo,
All
what's
right,
up?
look. I want you to go outside, right? Grab some sticks, grab a lighter, light that bitch, throw your coat in it. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen once you throw
Gonna
your coat
burn?
in it? Okay, so then how the fuck do we not know that fire has the 100% potential to burn?
Yeah, that's a very good question. If we assume something like naive realism, right? Meaning that the phenomena is not the thing that we experience, the thing in itself. So what we might be referring to fire, the phenomena, right? Wouldn't really be fire under something like reductive realism or naive realism, which is I've been trying to point it out, but you guys cannot engage with that.
But because I'm using the word potential, and that's what's making this funny, right? I'm not saying that it's always going to burn every single time, if no matter what the.
No,
I get that.
I'm not.
There are
I'm not talking
environmental
about that. It
factors.
doesn't matter.
No, I'm not
It doesn't
done.
matter.
I'll finish. I'm saying that hey, listen, There are conditions where fire won't burn. I'll grant you that. But we
That's not what I'm
100%
saying.
know
Good lord.
without a doubt that fire has burned things in the past. That's an
No,
absolute.
look.
That's a
Hold on.
knowledge
Look,
claim.
let me explain it to you because I think you're a little bit confused.
I
I'm not
I
saying
think we're
that.
all confused
Hold
at
on, I'm
this
not
point. How
saying.
we don't know that fire
Hold
has
on,
burned something.
dude. I'm not saying that in all cases fire isn't gonna burn. In some cases, right? What I'm saying is that say it seems to be the case that you believe fire is burning the wood, right? So
No.
if this is the phenomena and is a posteriori, right, meaning it's coming from experience, then I cannot say that I know that thing because I don't believe that perception gives you knowledge claims.
Well, okay, so a cockroach, now we're going to go to the simplest form of this,
Oh,
right?
wow.
Is a non-mind, so it doesn't have a perception, right? So why does a
Hey,
roach
Cody, I gotta
burn
go.
fire?
I hope you are on live tomorrow.
What do
I'll
you
definitely come.
If
hold on?
if
You
need
think
a mind,
hold on?
is
You
what
think
you're
perception
arguing.
can be predicated?
What's that?
You think perception is a predicate?
A predicate, like an action word? What do you mean?
A predicate is just basically the modifier within the subject.
I'm asking you.
You believe? Hold on. You
How
believe
do
like
we not know
perception
something
to
that
be
we've
an
observed
aspect?
already happen is an absolute?
I don't believe. Oh my gosh.
We've never
dude.
we've
If the
never
phenomena
experienced fire. None of like we've never seen fire burn anything in history.
That's I'm not saying that. I'm
Yes, you
denying
are.
that seeing
Yes,
something.
that is
No,
my
no,
truth
no,
claim
no,
right
no,
now.
no, no.
Proof
How
that
do we
I've never
I'm saying
observed
that.
fire.
Hold on, dude. I'm saying that if we observe fire burning and we're seeing fire burning, that doesn't give you a knowledge or an epistemic state to say that fire is burning. Because something like
I'm not saying
reductive,
burning.
it's
It has the potential to burn. It has burned in the
it
past.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's you're saying it has the potential to burn.
Whether or not
You
the
need an a
potential is there.
posteriori. You know
Yeah.
that, right?
I'm asking you, can we know in all of the time that we've ever been around here that fire has ever burned anything? Can we know that as an absolute?
Under what modal scope?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's so stupid. It's
No,
like
he's saying he's talking
you know when you
this is
say
the
can,
simplest question in the world.
knowledge
when you
and
say can,
philosophy,
hold on,
and
You
you're
gotta
not getting
dance
the
around it.
words. You're
when
just
you
not
say
getting what
can,
he's
that is
really, really
entailing a modality
saying.
claim. You know that, right?
Potentially. It has the potential
I don't care.
to burn.
Hold on. Look. Let's say for certain, right? Oh, or let's say it seems to be the case that fire is burning. It's right in front of me, right? There's
Not burning,
all the lights going
burning.
up.
Fire has burned something. Don't rephrase the argument. Just take it as it is
Oh, an
and deal
argument.
with it. Okay? Do we
It's
know
funny
that
you keep
fire
calling it
has
an
the
argument,
potential
even though
to
it's
burn at
questions,
this
and
point?
questions are now propositions.
Stop. I'm asking you the simplest question in the damn world. We have 100% knowledge that fire has burned something in the past.
Oh my gosh! No. I'm saying that you cannot predicate. Oh my! You cannot predicate percentages to epistemic states because you're already assuming that they're not fixed categories. You realize that, right? Have you studied like combinatorics or some? Are you okay?
When are you going to answer? Have we ever seen fire burn before?
Hold on. Are you, dude? I'm
It's
saying that
not
your
that
question
hard.
assumes a
This
framework.
is what you want to
Hold
do.
on.
I
Your
understand.
question. Your
But does
question assumes
fire
a frame.
have the
Oh
potential
my
to burn
gosh.
things?
Your question assumes a framework that I'm not
Yes or no?
upholding. You
Does
think
a fire have the potential to burn things?
does fire have the potential to burn things? I mean, I don't see an homological contradiction. Then yeah.
Oh, okay. So we have an absolute.
Is that an absolute, dumbass? If
That
it's
is
not
an
a fixed
absolute.
category, it's not an
Dumbass.
absolute.
You just said yes, potential to burn, which is an absolute.
If it has the
You just
potential to
made an
burn, I'm
absolute
just saying that it
statement.
seems to be the case. Like I'm appealing to phenomenal conservatism here.
You
Or
said
I can
it's
be
not
appealing to
diminished.
dogmatism.
You said it's not absolute. So what defeater do you have for it?
Yeah, if it's not absolute, for example, I already gave it a defeater, by the way. If it's an a posteriori, right? If it's a posteriori, meaning you need to have experience to make this type of epistemic claim, then something like reductive, not reductive physicalism, reductive realism, or we experience a phenomena that's not a thing in itself, right? Then we cannot be saying that we have knowledge of fucking flames burning.
Okay, you can still say that you have a knowledge of it. I don't grant your definition of knowledge or your epistemic justification for knowledge. I don't grant it. I actually agree that you could have knowledge of it without knowing the mechanism cause for it. But you're saying it's not absolute. The fuck
Yeah, I'm
is
saying
your
it's not
defeater
absolute.
for it? What makes it untrue? What makes it could have been any other way?
I give a defeater, right? Again,
What's the
you
defeater?
don't need to uphold it. Yeah, the defeater is reductive realism,
Which is?
which is that phenomena is going to be reduced, so we not get to know the thing in themselves.
It can be reduced in a material way, yeah. Observation is through the
That's
material
not.
eyes,
No,
so
that's not what I'm.
we can know it.
Dude. That's
So
not what I'm
reduced
talking
by
about.
what?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm accepting a phenomenon, noumena distinction. If you read somebody like Kant.
Oh, phenomenon. I'm
noumena
thinking
is-
phenomenological.
No, phenomenological
Okay, so
has to do with
the phenomenon could be explained though through mechanism of causal relation, and it is, which is why we have it as an
you can-
absolute because it can't be any other way. Correct?
you can have an explanation, but that's just a warrant. That's not an epistemic.
But
statement.
how else could it be? That's what you need to provide a defeater for. He's saying it's absolute, which is true. You're saying it's not. Provide a defeater.
Look, I'm assuming.
No,
you're saying
stop pivoting. No, you need to provide a
you
causal
stop
relation for a mechanism that provides a defeater for it. You're saying it's incorrect or it's not absolute, so
But
you
what's
provide a
your
defeater.
Yeah, what's going to be the argument against reductive physicalism? I already said how reductive, not reductive physicalism, sorry, reductive realism. I already said how reductive
is?
realism is going to be. I already told you. This is a tracker.
Here, I'm gonna get it on the
I
page.
said that reductive.
This is a tracker, low tier, slow boy, rhetorical back shot.
Yeah,
Shut the
you're-
fuck
you're
up with the
hella low
fucking Phil bro nonsense. Use regular
Oh,
fucking
Phil,
words.
dude, that's such a cope word.
Are
I
you
never saw
smart?
that's, like,
Are
way
you
smarter than
smart? Are you smart?
Yeah, I'm way more smarter. Yeah.
Awesome. That means that you can talk in layman's terms. So do it, smart guy.
So hold on, I've been talking layman's terms.
No, you have
This is
not.
material.
Reductio is not fucking layman's, dumbass. You just
didn't say
just
reductio, I
proved
said
so much
reductio.
reduction. The reductive argument, reductive, yeah, that's not layman's. That's not layman.
The reductive is. Oh my god.
That's not layman's.
Oh really? So
You want to know the
reduce
layman's that I would
reductive.
use for that? Bring it down to its simplest form. So if you're so smart, you Dunning-Kruger dumbass bitch, break it down.
Is he lagging, or am I the one lagging?
We hear you. It's not pleasant, but we hear you.
Okay, you lagged there for a little bit.
Okay, so do your thing. Do your now. Just speak like you just got out of freshman philosophy class and deny everything that we're saying. And
I'm
have
not.
I'm not
no
denying
justification
anything.
for it.
I'm not denying anything you're saying because you haven't even said out a declarative
Brother,
sentence.
he said it's absolute. You said it's not. Your argument was not a layman term
His
explanation.
Question, hold on, it was a question, and questions are not propositions.
No,
so
you
cannot
agreed
deny
with his
not to
question, and he said therefore it's absolute, and your argument
does
was
it-
no, it's not.
hold on,
So
what
now
does
you
it
need
even
to
mean to-
explain that. Explain that.
What does it
Stop
even mean
pivoting.
to agree
Stop
with the
pivoting. Stop
question?
pivoting. Stop pivoting. You conceded
Stop
to his argument. So now provide your explanation for why it's
argument?
not absolute.
Questions are
I
not
said we
arguments.
can
Questions are
know-
not
Oh my God.
propositions.
I said we could know that fire has the potential to burn. Even a roach that is not a mind will
You
flee
said-
fire, which is an absolute. So prove to me that it's not an absolute.
There you go. In
So,
layman's
one more
terms,
time- one more
dude.
time for the defeater, by the way. One
Don't
more time for the
Dunning-Kruger it. Break it down in
Yeah.
layman's terms.
Okay, I'll do it for you, low tiers.
Yes, I am a low tier. Now break it down in layman's terms. You're so smart. Thank you,
Yeah, I
Einstein.
know-
Holy
I know
shit.
You haven't studied anything. You're claiming
No,
you
not at
don't
all.
know
I am the
this,
dumbest
but
person on
exactly.
planet Earth. So break it down in layman's terms.
Yeah,
Jesus
I can
Christ.
tell,
Does
definitely.
ad hominem make you win?
Oh, ad hominem, surely. Look, so reductive realism, right? Once more, is that the phenomena, right?
Is explained
is
through
not-
mechanism. He's talking about fucking
No,
fire and
no.
roaches, dude. We can demonstrate the
No,
mechanism.
Yeah, hold on. Is phenomena a big word here? Is phenomena?
So
maybe
explain what you
something
mean
which
by
is like
phenomena then.
variables?
Maybe we're using two different
Phenomena is how we
definitions.
experience the thing.
Yeah, I can explain it in a mechanism. There's a
It does-
causal.
I'm not saying that you cannot explain it. I'm not
Right,
even
so
talking about the-
you're saying it's not absolute. So provide the other way.
you. Gosh, when you say absolute, assumingly you're talking about.
Oh
fixed
my god,
categories,
absolute, not
right?
qualified or diminished in any way. So provide the fucking
you're saying that's a
diminisher, the
primitive
defeater.
you're
Jesus
saying it's a primitive
Christ.
notion.
Phil bro, use random ass made up fucking
God.
words and you win. And then say low tier 400 times an hour at mock Jesus, brrrr, and you fucking win.
Look, so
I mean, dude, here's the
no,
problem.
there's a distinction. There's a distinction between how the things appear to us and the thing.
They appear to us through natural causes. Our eyes are material, dude. Do you disagree with that?
Literally not even relevant.
No, it is 100% relevant because you're saying that his argument is not absolute. So you need to be able to provide some other explanation. You're not because you keep on
Yeah,
running into a circle saying that it's some
No, I'm not even
phenomenon.
tossing
I'm
another
explaining the phenomenon is able to be explained in accordance with
The
what he's
phenomenon.
saying. We can explain the mechanism for the causal relation to the fire and the roach through natural
What hold
means.
on. What explanatory notion have I?
You're the one saying it's not absolute. Demonstrate that. Do you not understand what's going on here, slow boy?
An absolute.
I know you don't like the
category of
corner.
philosophy.
I know the corner is nice and cold and scary. I'm holding your hand and walking you through it. Come on, slow boy. Low tier. Come on. Stop
Yo.
taking the back shots. Turn around and take it in your mouth. Be a good boy. Provide the other explanation.
Look, I get that you're not understanding anything, but I'll break it down.
I know you are, but what am I? Dude, fucking
So,
stop
in
with the
absolute-
rhetoric.
in absolute-
Shut the fuck up with the
no,
rhetoric.
it's not like
Seriously. Stop being a Philbro douchebag bitch. Just fucking provide the explanation that it's not absolute.
The sad thing is,
So,
here, we
look-
can actually have a debate on like our ability to know things.
So hold
Like,
on,
no,
I'll,
no,
I'll
just-
answer.
no,
I'll answer.
Shut
Hold on,
up
I'll
for a
answer.
second. You're doing your. I'm going to do you a favor. We could be doing.
talk
We
for
could
a while.
actually have a discussion about the nature of being able to know things. Instead, you're
Mhm.
sitting here circle jerking yourself, and you won't even just talk like a person because the argument can't move on because you just can't defeat it. So either prove
Oh.
that I don't know an absolute that fire can burn, or just shut up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna provide a hell ton of epistemic defeaters. Epistemic relativism. We got epistemic nihilism, non-epistemic optimism, right? Or justified true belief.
English,
those defeaters-
Socrates. English.
Wow. So epistemic relativism is that knowledge is relative, right? So it's not a fixed point. So therefore, it wouldn't be absolute.
So now provide your justification for his argument specifically to not
That's
be
not-
absolute. What other
that's not
argument
my-
do you have? The absolute defeater would require it to not
That's
to
not
be
a-
able
that's
to
not
be
my
another
burden.
way.
I'm putting an
It
undercutting
is your burden. You disagree. It's not a defeater.
putting-
No, it's not a
No, it's an
defeater.
undercutting
No,
defeater.
no. I'm
It's an
sorry.
undercutting
Am I allowing you to talk? It's not a defeater until you can provide an explanatory power to it. You need to explain why it's a defeater and how it becomes a defeat to it so that he can
An
fucking
explanatory-
respond. He needs to have something to respond to. Stop with the rhetoric. Stop. Stop. Provide a defeater. Saying a word does not make it defeated. You need to explain it. Layman's, brother. Layman's.
So I already explained it. I don't know what.
You did not. You said a word.
Yeah, I said knowledge is not going to be fixed. Knowledge is
all right,
relative.
okay,
What
all right,
big
so
what
let me
is
ask you
in
this.
there?
So explain the argument that defeats him. If it's not relative, provide a better explanation to fucking deny the idea that it's absolute. Jesus Christ, why is it so hard for you low-tiered
Again,
Philbros to
look.
understand?
You know, no, is that you're not understanding?
I know
Like,
you're a low
because
tier,
you're-
incapable of comprehension in regular fucking English language. Try to keep up, slow boy. I know the corner is scary. I am holding your hand. I am helping you right now. I am explaining how you can provide an explanation to say you disagree with him. You're just disagreeing because you disagree because this word. Explain it.
No.
Explain the other way that it could be. That's what you need to do. If you want to say it is this relativism, whatever fucking word you use, whatever epistemic justification, explain how it works to show that his thing can be another way.
Oh yeah, hello.
Yeah, we're here.
By the way, what religion is he?
No, I just took a little picture of my little $5,000 PC.
What'd you say him?
That's right.
What religion is he?
Division? S?
Religion.
Oh,
I'm a
religion.
Thomist. I'm a Thomist.
A fucking what?
What is a Thomist?
I'm a Thomist.
And what is that?
As in Dragonborn? Dovahkiin? Dovahkiin?
No, Thomist. As
Yeah, you
follow
use the
philosophy
thum?
of Thomas Aquinas.
Was? Buddha!
No, I meant religion. What religion?
Yeah, yeah. So it should be
That is a
entailed,
religion,
but
right?
I'm a Christian Roman Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Was it so hard to say Catholic?
Thomist is more of an entailment. It's more exhaustive.
Say that again in English. Holy shit.
Thomism is more exhaustive.
Exhaustive meaning?
Exhaustive meaning that it explains more categories within the conceptual scheme.
Fucking holy shit.
You're a super Catholic. All right, super Catholic.
No, not super Catholic. What?
All right,
I mean,
get it,
yeah,
you're
you can tell me
super
super Catholic. I
All
like
right.
that title.
All right, you're
Dude,
super
he's like
Catholic.
1 + 1, but then let's fucking attribute all of quantum
Like, even the
mechanics.
Pope would be confused.
So,
Bro
do you
talks
have a
in
question, or-
KGV. That's awesome, Cash.
Yeah, no, really, no.
If you haven't figured it out yet, I've asked you the most simplest question in the world because I wanted to see how much nonsense will come out of you to debate something that is so stupidly simple that you just can't even help yourself, and you dummy dive right into the pool. You could have just blown
So,
past this and said,
look-
"Hey, listen, this is not what I'm arguing. I get it. We know some absolutes, but here's my main point. we can't know the natures of the universe or something that would have been like, wow, this guy's pretty smart. Instead, you look like a moron arguing that we can't know that fire burns things in the past. We've seen it burn things.
Yeah, there's
Wait, weird,
so
weird
look,
police.
it's not really my birthday.
Just a
Yo,
second,
so
Nikhil.
you know how you
Are
say
we on the
no
question
lagging?
of does
Like,
fire
bro,
burn
y'all
things
talking
in
at
the
the same
past
time,
30
okay?
minutes?
I'm
Are you still on
lagging.
the same question?
Ooh, I'm lagging really bad.
I'm letting everyone in here at once, but I still want it to be more as much as possible one-on-one. So Ems was asking a question. Ems, go for it
So
again.
look-
Jaden, would you meet up?
Are we really on the same question
No.
like in the past 40 minutes?
Yes.
No, look, it's not really my burden to provide an argument for epistemic relativism, but I'll just use like positive.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to type. I'm gonna have to type in the top comments. Okay. I can speak now. So my internet is finally deciding to be okay. But can you guys understand me, or am I lagging?
You're good.
Am I lagging?
No,
Oh, you're
compared
good.
to the
Okay.
other guy, we can
So
understand
you
pretty
do
fine.
understand that the Roman Church. Okay, thank you.
Whoa,
did
whoa,
you
whoa,
know
whoa, whoa!
that
Not yet, not yet, not yet,
your,
not yet, not yet. We had him in a corner. We're gonna keep him in the corner like a good little boy. Ems had a question for him.
Well, you're totally keeping me in the corner, man. You're like a very big philosopher. You're really smart.
When have I claimed to be a philosopher,
Do you
smartass?
think that philosophy makes
No,
you smart?
it's just gonna be. It's
Wait,
gonna
wait,
be an
wait.
appeal
I
maker
feel
for
like, do you think
conservatism,
that
but it
philosophy
seems to be
makes you
the case.
smart?
Sorry, what's up?
Do you think
What's
that
up, man?
philosophy makes you smart?
In a domain, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave. My
our
internet's
domain?
being shit.
How would you define being smart?
I would argue
Smart.
that if you're a good philosopher, you're probably pretty smart.
Smart is just having exhaustive knowledge within, say, a certain
A
domain.
specific
So I
domain?
think it's also relative.
Okay. Okay. So how? So when you said that when you said he's not smart, are you saying that he's not smart in philosophy, or he's not smart generally?
I don't think he might be smarter maybe in like being bad, but he's not smart in philosophy. He's not smart in debating this topic. That's what I think.
Would you say that he's smart in being dumb?
Smart in being dumb. That's a little bit of an oxymoron, but sure.
At least we got a concession. So.
Oh my god, good job. Holy shit. It
just-
took us
I
an
just-
hour to get one fucking
I just
conclusive
concluded.
answer from
Wow.
this motherfucker.
I also say it's an oxymoron, by the way. So.
Can I say something?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. How do you guys explain why so many people claim to have seen Jesus resurrected?
Oh no, dude. Look, bro. Look, I'm a Christian, but I don't think that's the best argument.
I don't care, bro. I'm asking them. How do you explain
My
why
bad,
so
my bad, bro.
many?
My bad.
Wait, JC. Can you two fight, please?
No. It's fine.
No,
if he
he's my
doesn't think that's a
brother.
good argument, that's
My
fine.
brother, bro. Trust.
Why do you guys think that so many people claim to have seen Jesus resurrected?
He was very
You
tall.
know, he can run a Bayesian formulated argument for that,
Oh,
right?
do you mean my first question is, where are you talking about the claim of seeing him resurrected? First and foremost.
1 Corinthians chapter 15.
Okay, so the 500?
No, the disciples, James, Paul, and the 500.
Ems? Weirdo, you guys want to take that? I feel like, do you want to take that one?
Paul claimed 500 witnesses in a letter, so you have one secondhand witness. Not very strong right there. Maybe you want to move on to the next one.
Well, I'm not even. So we don't even have to mention the 500. What about the disciples?
Well, we just knocked
James
out
and
500, so
Paul?
we're down 99% of the claims. that you
What
have
about
so
the
far. Hey, good
disciples?
start.
So hold on. So what about the disciples, James and Paul? Did they claim to have seen Jesus risen?
Paul never saw him rise.
Did he claim to have seen it?
He claimed to see ghost Jesus out
Paul?
in the desert.
Dude, he saw
What are
a
you talking
fucking
about?
hallucination.
He
he
said
didn't
that
see
all
him
the
resurrect.
disciples. He said that all the disciples saw Jesus.
Okay, pause. JC, pause. Everyone pause. JC, if I gave you 30 testimonies 30 contemporary testimony witnesses to me flying like Superman yesterday, would you grant it that I can fly like Superman?
It would. No, of course not.
Okay, so don't be such a dumbass for your own claims then.
No. The difference is that these people, we have good reason to believe that they were convinced that they saw Jesus.
These guys are convinced that they saw me. The fuck is the difference?
What's the explanation?
Yeah,
for
they
that?
claim it.
No, that we don't need just to claim. we need
James
other
claims it.
reasons.
All right, so wonderful. Provide me the external justification that they are trustworthy in seeing this. The
They
fuck is
got-
your
So
argument?
we know they got persecuted. We know they got mocked.
So do
for
my
their
people,
belief.
and so do Muslims, and so do
You can
Buddhists,
make
and so
a-
do
hold on.
Hindus, and so do pagans.
No, he's
So
running.
Muslims
He's running a
that-
Bayesian modeling of an
Muslims-
argument, so you can
Muslims
formulate
that
it in fires.
claim Muslims that claim.
Wait, I'm
that
sorry.
they
Are
saw
you
Muhammad
able to break this down with Bayesian?
Yeah, Bayesian.
I want to hear
It's
this.
theorem, dude.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, so we can just appeal to some type of subjective Bayesianistic position, right? You can deny that there's no normative force, but we can appeal to like something like Ramsey's system for subjective Bayesianism. So if it's just saying that we have some type of priors to believe in this thing, then the warrant thesis or the consequence for those are gonna have high priors as well.
No.
Isn't that assuming a high prior though?
I mean, if it's under subjective Bayesianism, I mean, are you an objectivist?
Oh,
are
that's
you
fair. Okay, I see what you're saying. Go continue.
Yeah, so say we assign some type of credence, say 5 to a certain proposition, such as the 500 witnesses. Then now we can just say that they were persecuted, which is another decrease of belief, right? We update our beliefs. If we kind of see some type of consistency or more convergence towards this proposition, if we take convergence to be probability racing, then we can assign more credences and higher credences, right, to the proposition. So we can now assign something like a credence of 70 or 80. So now, if the consequent is that Christianity, or if Christianity is true, then that's basically an argument.
How about now?
Sorry. Oh, good lord. Wow. There's like really smart people in like right here. Really smart atheists, like the smartest ones I've talked to. Like, I gotta give you guys a praise.
I appreciate you, brother. Okay, I'm actually kind of confused by that because that sounded more like an agreement and affirmation of it.
Some people look. Let me break it down. You know how I was mentioning phenomenal conservatism?
Correct.
Like the
Yeah.
difference where-
Which I grant
Yeah.
that without a defeater.
No, I mean, it just states that seemings or feelings are truth checking, right? And then now we can make an argument for convergence, and convergence in probability is just variables moving at a single point. Then that point, we have more credences for that point, right? If the point, say, denotes something like there's a cat in the bed, right? And we see more people converting towards there's a cat in the bed, right? So if now we take convergence to be probability racing, and we say that there's 500 witnesses, and we see some type of convergence towards the witnesses, they being persecuted, they died because they believed in something that was fake, right? Which is kind of a reductio. So now, if we assume those, we have less credences to believe that the negation of it is correct. Well, now we have something like the affirmative, which has more probability and more credences. So now the consequence, right, which is Christianity being true, is gonna follow for the credences. So now we can assign some arbitrary credence such as 70, 80, or even 60 works.
So you just went ahead and agreed with him. I thought you were providing a defeater for him.
I mean, I can provide hella defeaters, bro, but I don't want to do that.
Interesting. Are you atheist? No, you're a
Me?
Catholic.
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
Okay, but you grant that even with the probability, it doesn't equate to therefore true.
No, right. It's an inductive argument. So,
Right. Well, it's not even an inductive because there's no evidence justifying except for hearsay. It's literally just
No,
hearsay paper.
No, on for example, there's a really distinction on what you take inductive to be, because maybe you take
Sure.
inductiveness. Yeah, maybe you take inductiveness to be something which requires external justification, which will be something like a probability theory of frequentism, right? Something like empiricist.
I'm a
So-
natural empiricist.
Okay, yeah, nice. Now we have, for example, something like there's I'm trying to give an example. Let's say you do not take the 500 witnesses to be probability racing. You'd be kind of like a frequentist, right? Again, empiricism about probability. So that's a defeater for the argument,
Here,
right?
I would say, like in my opinion, the defeater for the argument is there's actually no analysis to be able to provide a probability for it. because it's just, again, a hearsay. There's no actual number to attribute it to except for what was just given to you through telephone. So how do I actually know that there actually is 500 versus 50 or 50 versus like whatever the fuck the number is? How do I actually know that to be able to make a proper probability? It's all based on an assumption that there is this specific number. I don't know who these people are. I don't know what they said about it. I have no information except for one random ass motherfucker said it happened. Therefore, let's go off of that probability. Like that's just a defeater in itself.
Yeah, I agree that the assumption is something, very robust, but you can also.
I mean, that's
speak
just
of-
circular, right?
Actually,
I'd
depends on the way you
argue.
take it. No, right, but you can argue for consistency, right? And consistency and things like logic just means that you cannot derive a contradiction from it. So if you argue for consistency, then something like the 500 witnesses would just be a tautology. It just followed from an entailment.
There's still so much missing data there, dude. I could grant it
No,
if we actually had names or something to go on. If we had something, I could grant that, but it's not. There's so much missing data. You can't even
because you're
do
an
a proper
empiricist.
Bayesian reasoning. Well, right. I mean, it's based on my epistemology 100%. And I can grant in your epistemology, you can grant it as something you can do a probability analysis on, but I literally can't. I can't find a justification to accept that as a probabilistic cause or a probabilistic effect.
So you don't have a contention with the intention. You have a meta contention, right?
Sure.
You're going. Okay. I mean, I don't know how he would justify the meta, but
That's
I'm
the
not really-
problem
I'm not
with
really
it.
also-
There isn't.
I mean, if you some frequentists also allow a priori, inductively.
I can't.
You probably wouldn't. You don't?
I can't.
You don't allow a priori inductives? Oh, dude.
Not typically, no. Like, okay, inductive. My teacher every Thursday for the last 365 days has provided a pop quiz on Thursday. I expect there to be a 99 or 100%, whatever the fuck probability I come out with. It's most likely to have a pop quiz on next Thursday, right? But there's evidence. Every Thursday, in accordance with history, this has happened on these days. There's not been a skipped day. It is the most likely scenario based on all evidence provided. But all you have for the 500 is Paul said there's 500. Congratulations. That's nothing to go on. There's no data to go on. What are the names? When did they write it? What did they say about it? How did they see him? Do the stories line up? When did they see him? Where did they see him? Were they sleeping? Did they physically see him? Was it a vision like Paul? There's so much data that's missing. I can't grant it.
Yeah, you can put it in the probability sample space, right? Like all you said, for example, undercutting the feeders basically on the sample space. But again, you're dealing with frequentism, right? Which is, are you like a radical empiricist or?
No, I still agree with traditional or natural, sorry, but it's still like, you know what? I'm probably slipping into some pretty hard empiricism just because I can't. Frequency, it's an assumption of frequency. There's no determined frequency.
Yeah, I mean,
There's nothing to go
he
on.
might not accept. Yeah, he might not accept frequentism, right? Which is
Well, I
can
could accept a frequency, but there isn't for this.
No,
you have to
right.
presuppose.
Yeah, but when you refer to frequency in the frequentist position of probability, it's basically hard empiricism.
I can. For this one, I won't. But when it comes to the analysis, it's just missing data. Like, how do you accept that? How do you grant this gap?
Again, you can justify it with Bayesian modeling, but on classical probability theory modeling as well. But if you're holding to empiricism, like frequentism, then you cannot justify it. I don't believe you can justify it. So you might as well attack empiricism.
Why should we grant yours?
What, my probability theory?
Yeah. Well, the foundation of the epistemic justification for why we should allow it. Like, what allows the data to be sufficient? Because you got the 500, right? Why do you grant that the 500 counts?
So, look, do you accept things like there cannot be negative probability and the principle of indifference? Yeah, I know negative probability can be used in quantum modeling, so you can run an indispensability argument against that. So, like,
You just kind of answered it yourself.
yeah, I know. I really
Yeah.
I thought about
Well,
it.
you know what? You've
So,
actually been really fun. I think you're the only Philbro I've actually enjoyed talking to.
I love you, man.
I think the
I love
JC guy is kind of a doofus with that question, but you actually provided a decent argument. I can't grant the argument, but I appreciate the actual fucking argument for that.
I mean, really, I can't attack frequentism. So, I mean, if I don't have any argument against frequentism.
Okay, let me ask
I
you
guess I'll
something.
go.
I'm gonna ask you
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
We're gonna drop the. Let's drop. I'm trying to think of what we can drop and still have like logical reasoning. Okay, your reasoning. Do not go into the depths on why you specifically believe in some higher power.
What do you mean by that?
Because you're a type of Catholic, correct?
Yep.
Okay, why? But don't like. And
If you're just asking why I'm a Catholic, it's just for apostolic reasons. If we're like internally critiquing.
Do you actually subscribe though?
Subscribe to Catholicism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You genuinely believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, if you're just asking how I warrant that, we can look at things such as the old Baptist formula, where it says the names, right? If we were internally critiquing, right, but if you're externally critiquing, then it's not really an argument for Catholicism. It's more like an argument for Christianity. So you might need to be clear on that.
I'd argue Catholicism is better. You'd put it for an argument for Christianity?
An argument for Christianity.
Good job.
An argument for Christianity. Let me think. So, really, what I just can run is consistency within Bayesian modeling, but you don't accept Bayesian modeling.
I do. It's so dependent, brother. Because probability requires some sort of data.
Right. But the thing is that in frequentism, you can only reason with posteriori's, right? Meaning with an experience. You might have like this experience data.
To a degree. I mean, I haven't experienced, for instance, Alexander the Great, but what I have experienced is the authorship and writings thereof of contemporary witnesses, for instance. It's
No,
just a
but
different going about it.
The thing is that you still have some type of experience right there.
There is a type, yeah. But when it comes
the
to like,
thing is that
go ahead.
Yeah. The thing is that with an a priori's is basically before any type of experience. So you just need to reason about it. No
I
experience.
would consider myself a materialist when it comes to that, and I don't grant it ever.
I mean, do you grant do you grant an a priori?
Not at all.
Priori posteriori distinction. Oh damn it!
Not at all. It'd be cool because that would allow me to believe in magic. Like if I believed a priori based on intention, for instance, or not intention, a priori of my oh shit, gut feeling. What's the fucking word I'm looking for?
A priori for.
I can't think of the word. If I just know some intuition, okay.
Okay.
If I granted that, so many fucking possibilities of things open up that don't require epistemic justification at all. Just because I can claim an a priori, I know it, right? So then I can get away with so many things that would typically be fallacious.
Well, really, I feel like Bayesianism just assumes the feasibility, right? Again, you've heard of degrees of belief, right? If you have a certain hypothesis here, and later you get evidence, then your your belief should change according to that evidence, right? Against or with the hypothesis. Okay, so I mean that's in the Bayesian modeling. You can hold this as a frequencies too.
Okay,
but
fair. Okay, what did you call that?
Degrees of belief.
Are you capable of spelling that?
Oh, is my accent that bad, bro? I've been getting that so much, bro.
But thank you for having.
Look,
I appreciate you,
Mr.
Ems. That was like the most perfect Batman apparel.
I mean, we didn't get much like content, but next time.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Have a good one. Good night. Everyone W's for Ems in there. That was a fucking absolute A+ arrival out of fucking thin air.
So it's degrees of belief, right? Frequentists can adopt it, but I mean, I cannot go against frequentism because I believe, frequentism has more normative force, and I really like normative force, but I cannot hold it to it. So, and by normative force is that, for example, because let's say if I told you I have subjective priors,
That gets
and
very
because they're
Berkeley.
subjective, you have, huh? Oh, Berkeley. Um, Berkeley has talked about a little bit of normativity.
Yeah, that's
But
pretty aligning with that.
well, he's an idealist though.
I hate that so much. What are you? What's your epistemology?
Me, I feel like I'm like a justified true belief plus. You know what it is?
Yeah, plus no. Plus.
Plus, so you know what a Gettier case is?
Oh, no, I don't. I see it all the time. Here, I'll look it up while you
Oh,
explain
look.
it.
So justified true belief, just as something is knowledge if it is justified. You believe in it, and you kind of know it, right? Then you know it. So a Gettier case is something like, let's say I look at my watch, and then the watch says 12 o'clock, but now I look at say another clock, and the clock says it's 12 o'clock. So I have justification. I believe it is 12 o'clock, but the thing is that later I find out that the clock is actually broken from 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
So now I have knowledge. Now I have knowledge by luck, right? I
Yeah.
have knowledge by luck.
Yeah.
So if I have knowledge by luck, then it's kind of inconsistent.
I mean,
there was
I'd
a
argue that's
contradiction
when
there.
we invoke PC.
I mean, yeah, you can invoke
That
PC,
because
but
I invoke PC on that.
that's really smart. But I'm kind of concerned with the choice of PC. I feel like you could argue for a
Well, how do you get around
paradoxical.
that then?
Again, justified true belief plus. It's just you have no false dilemmas. So it's in somewhere where luck.
That doesn't make it true though.
Yeah, I know. It's just
That's
I
a
mean,
bit of a paradox in and of itself.
well, justified true belief plus.
Well, the fact that it's not even in the case that you're bringing up that the time happens to actually be wrong, right? But it seems to be right. You have two confirmations to justify that it is correct, but it still happens to be wrong. Where the fuck was I going with that?
I mean, I get how you said we can appeal to PC, right?
Yeah.
So you can say you're justifying it because it seems to be the case, right?
Right, because and then in an hour you walk by a window and all of a sudden it's actually nighttime for 12 a.m. or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. The polar opposite, sun, blah 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 versus time. Then you have a justification that you are actually incorrect. Some paradoxes you just can't get around, and we have to accept the fact that we can't know absolutely everything, but what we can do is justify the reasonings behind what we do believe until a defeater comes up and explains why, which is the beauty of fucking science, which is also why there's no justification to believe in a god.
You should look at something called non-monotonic logic, which is
Holy
exactly
fucking
what you
shit.
reported.
Non-monal.
No, non-monotonic, like
Monotonic. Got it, you.
Yeah, non-monotonic. That just says that if like the new evidence shows up, you can retract previous conclusions.
Well, yeah, that's PC.
Nothing. Yeah. But you know how somebody tells if an argument is valid is that it is impossible for the premises to be true and the conclusion to still be false, right? Yeah, have you heard of that? That's something assumed in something monotonic. That's in monotonic logic. And monotonic logic is basically the opposite of non-monotonic logic. It says that when you add new information, it doesn't actually invalidate the previous conclusion, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Doesn't that come up to some paradoxes and contradictions after a little while?
A lot. Like if
That
you
sounds
if you can-
terrible.
if you look at something like the Tweety bird problem, that all birds fly, but Tweety is a bird that does not fly. So therefore, the conclusion doesn't follow, right? But they embrace that, right? I wouldn't consider
That's
myself
stupid. That's absurd. That's the definition of absurdity.
I mean, there's like hella logicians that still hold to that.
Then
Like,
they're
not even
absurd. I don't care.
You're never gonna see a person who knows philosophy and that fully embraces monotonic logic. Like it's really rare to see one.
Yeah, because that's fucking stupid. Oh my god, I am so sorry, guys. We've been in this chat for so fucking long. I've missed out on. Let me get some super chats going real quick. We got 2 new memberships. We got Collapse sent 5 memberships, gifted 5 of you guys memberships. W to Collapse for that. And then we also got how do you say that? KR Jung as a new member. Fuck, Ems is already gone. Damn it. Tacos also sent $5 for the Ems is like Batman, just show up everywhere on every atheist channel. It was phenomenal fucking timing. We got Kevin with the $2 super chat. How did you get such an awesome chin job? Methamphetamines. All right, cool. Let's get back to our topic. That's a lie.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm a logical pluralist. Like, I don't hold that there's one true logic, you know? Right.
I can grant that, but it's like, brother.
What's your contextual logical pluralism, bro?
You are seemingly granting the possibility of paradoxes and contradictions.
The thing, well,
right?
The thing is that depends on who you're talking to, because for example, you know, you would agree that some contradictions, or maybe if there's a position called dialetheism that says that contradictions are true, or some contradictions are true.
Name one.
Like their liar's paradox, they say that that's true.
Give me
like if I tell you, I tell you this statement is false, right? If this statement is false,
gotcha.
then it is true. Yeah, kind of like that, right? So they use this to argue that some contradictions are true, but you don't really have to hold to that. It's you can avoid it by using something like Tarski's truth scheme, which just says that there's a meta level of language which predicates truth. Right.
Let me argue on the contradiction aspect of the liar's paradox. I would grant that it's not true at all because it's not justified at all. It's just paradoxical. There is no truthfulness to it. We have to take away
That's what many people say, actually.
Okay.
That's a really good response. People just say that there's no truth aptness. So
yeah,
you cannot really falsify
I'm
it,
a
or you cannot
justified
really...
skeptic, so.
Are you a Pyrrhonian? Like a Pyrrhonian? Like, do you like suspend judgment, or do you believe that nothing is justified?
Yeah, I'll suspend.
So you're like hard like
yeah, I don't believe in if I find out that there's no evidence of fucking George Washington, I'm just gonna suspend judgment, even though it's the most likely, right? Even though there's so many whatever. If I didn't have a justification for it, I would just withhold judgment, even if 100% of people believed it.
Well, you might disagree with convergence being probability reasoning, though, because people, like
it depends, brother. It depends. That's the thing. All these epistemologies, they can correlate in certain aspects, but it depends on claims. Bayesian works fucking phenomenally for so many different claims and ideas, but it doesn't work for things that don't actually exist in some possible world, for instance. We could talk about possible worlds with the modal. Modal works. Modal's fucking amazing for certain ideas. But if we're talking about something that's not actualized, then there's no justification to accept Bayesian or modal for it. So it's like all of these epistemologies, all of these reasonings, all these types of logics, they all fucking work. Every single fucking one of them works to some degree, but they're all tools. Not all of them are absolute. I don't believe there is such thing as an absolute, which is why I was laughing my ass off with that last argument. I don't believe anything's absolute. I just withhold my judgment, okay? Unless I have a justified true belief. And even with that justified true belief, can I prove beyond 100% absolute? No, I can't. I don't grant that. But it's like all of these epistemologies work. All of these ideas of logic and reasoning do work in their field. The problem I have when it comes to God is we're moving things, because we both grant God is metaphysical, correct?
Yeah.
When it comes to a unicorn, you would agree with me that it's an empirical claim, that the metaphysical unicorn being in my backyard is an empirical claim. You would want justification to believe in that. But whenever we bring it up about God, all of a sudden we bring up 4 billion different types of epistemologies, and it still doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's really...
It's all faith.
Well, I mean, the thing is that with faith, any non-dogmatic state, right? For example, dogmatism, right? Dogmatism allows to beg the question. So maybe, I don't know if you would allow it, but it just says that we can be really, what's the word? We can be
certain on our position. Let's
Pause.
say like
do you
100%.
do you conceptualize words or do you use definitions?
What do you mean by that?
What's your definition of dogma?
Of dogma, just something said entailed by another position.
Like, would you agree? Would you grant rules and regulations by an authority?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, but dogmatism, right, is different because it just says that you're really certain on the position at the point that you don't have any faith on it, so you just know that it is the case. You know,
That's an epistemic justification then. Like it's no longer faith. Faith is belief without evidence. If you have a justification to believe in it, it's no longer a faith, it's now a truth.
well, you know, I feel like we should look into things like truth theories because there's gonna be really
Again,
huge-
brother,
Yeah, I know, dude.
you're going into all these different epistemologies, all these different logic and reasonings for this. They all work in their fields, but a microscope is not going to help me see the fucking moon. Bayesian's not going to make God exist. Does this make sense? You can use different truths for different aspects, but it doesn't make non-existent things actualize.
Well, if you just said that you warrant a thesis, because maybe we're equivocating on like, saying truth, because when you say you warrant something, you have maybe a justification, but you wouldn't say is it truth, because many people say that to be that if something is true, then that's a knowledge claim.
I'm a justified true belief.
Okay, nice. You should look in. Have you looked in how to avoid Gettier cases?
I have not. I will look that up tonight, though, because I saw it yesterday somewhere. I don't know who was debating about Gettier, but I saw it, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm ignorant. I need to study that.
Yeah, look, whenever you hear people talk about stuff, like you keep hearing a lot, just look it up, bro. Because then it's going to all make sense. Because, like how I told you, the Gettier case for justified true belief is something which kind of makes a reductio, right? You're saying you have knowledge by luck? How does that work, right? But so you can hold to a no false lemmas position that it wouldn't actually be knowledge, but it kind of like what is defeasible, like now it's canceled,
Brother, come on. What you just said is a little silly.
No, right.
Come on. That's ridiculous. Okay.
They call it the Gettier case
We need to call it, though. It's getting late, and we've been on for like shit. You've been here for a fat fucking minute, but I appreciate the fuck out of you. That was pretty fun. A fucking Catholic Phil bro that I've enjoyed. I appreciate you. You are welcome back, Phil bro.
Thank you, bro. I love you.
You have yourself a good
Best
night,
atheist
man.
I've ever talked to.
Hell yeah, dude. Have a good one.
All right.
That's called good faith, motherfuckers. We fucked around a little bit there in the beginning, and it took us 17 centuries. But eventually, disagreeing on so many fucking things, we were able to go back and forth. And you see that? Phil Bros, that is how you do it. God damn! That's the first fucking Phil bro I've had a good conversation with in a year. W's in chat for that guy. Jesus Christ, that was good. That was great. We are calling it, though. I appreciate all y'all being here. I'm going to go cry in a corner is what I'm going to go do. All right, y'all have a good night. Appreciate you, TikTok. Appreciate you, YouTube. Y'all are absolute legends. I'll see you guys later tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. YouTube, you're still my favorite. I love you guys.